What's going on, everybody? Back with another episode of Live RC Talk, baby. We finna get it in tonight, man. Enjoy ourselves and have a really, really good time. Got my brother out of keys. The rest of the fellas gonna come in as they come in, and y'all already know that we got that glow. So normally I bring everybody from backstage, but I left Rattle on there by mistake. So we just gonna keep we gonna act like he was backstage, and I'm bringing the fellas out, and we gonna rock out. So we got 5 people already in the building. Wipe your feet before you come into my house. Smash the thumbs up button. It is absolutely positively free. And tonight's topic is going to be about electric versus nitro, the pros and cons of both. I know we got a lot of nitro guys in here, and I know we got a whole plethora of electric guys in here. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go to the chat, and what I'm saying, chime out. I wish I would have had one more person on the panel that really was still into nitro, because they'll know a little bit more about the what's going on right now than the what was going on 10 years ago type deal. But we don't. So, and I know some of you guys in the chat, y'all gonna be able to lead us in the right direction. So we got my brother Caleb Perry in the building. We got my brother RC Daniel in the building. We got Wild RC in the building. We got OG Paperboy in the building. We got Will Darby in the building. Got Big Trev in the building. What's going on, y'all? 14 people. Wipe your feet before you come into my house. Smash the thumbs up button. It is absolutely positively free. What it do, Rattle?
What's good, man?
I heard you got some hardware this weekend, bro.
Yeah, I got a couple pieces.
That what's up, man. That what's up, man. That what's up.
Yeah, man.
I hate I missed it, bro. I hate I missed it.
You been down there before?
Yeah, I went down there the first time.
Oh boy, hey, I was mesmerized. That spot is humongous.
Oh, see now it was at a different spot when I went. It was at a different spot when I went. The spot where I went, it was better for course racing because it had like little loopy loops and all that kind of little stuff and little
Yeah,
bumps and stuff. It was better for course racing. It wasn't crap for drag racing that first time I went.
right, man. Let me tell you where we was at. It made the Lithonia field look small.
Damn, made it like on you feel this small.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
two
pretty
hundred
big.
feet. The 200 feet was probably only maybe a quarter of the size of what we needed.
Damn. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What it do, Jay Mitch? What's going on, brother?
It ain't nothing. What's going on, fellas?
What's good, man?
It's nothing, man. Just chilling on it.
Hey, Gap. James Williams says it's the same. It was the same spot.
Oh, it's the same spot. Okay. Where
Yeah.
they moved over or something? So y'all was drag racing on that loop de loop, the bump de bump?
So they pushed the drag racing. You know where everybody park at?
Yeah.
When you standing up on the little bank.
On the bank. Mm-hmm.
Right. So they started the drag racing further to the left, basically like at the beginning of that little area. So it was flat enough to do what needed to be done for the drag racing. They was moving.
At this point, I'm glad I didn't come then.
Why
Because
is
I'm not gonna tear my car up out there with all them loop de loops, bro. My car's too
no,
fast for that.
you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have.
Shit, the way I was hitting them loop de loops when I was out there last time, we were course racing, and then they tried to do some drag racing down the hill. I said, "Oh nah, y'all got that."
Yeah, nah, it was good. It was good.
James Williams, what's going on? Zerrit D Racing, what's going on? Dr. Freeman, what it do? What it do? Hey, how was your RC? How was your RC weekend, brother J Mitch?
Man, it was not a beautiful type of a weather situation up here this weekend. I mean, it was rain off and on, a little light drizzle off and on. Really couldn't get nothing accomplished outside this weekend. Inside, some wrenching and some unboxings and stuff like that. We could do that. But as far as playing with RCs, no go this weekend.
Yeah, it was real rainy here too, though, bro. Yes, like Saturday, it was a no go. Saturday, it was a no go. If you got out early, you'd have been fine. But in the afternoon, around about like 1:30, that bottom dropped, and it was dropping all night.
Yeah, it was like that kind of rain, like it was like it looked like it might rain, and then it might rain a little bit, but it's like still hot enough to like dry it up, and then it'll start raining again. It's like you couldn't do nothing out there, man. It's unfortunate because it was nice temperature wise. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You can't win them all.
No, sir. KDRC, what it do? Michael Graham, what's going on? UDRC in the building. What's up, brother?
UD, what up, bro?
Hey, Will Dart. Well, first off, Big Trev was talking to you, Jay Mitch. You said great unboxing video today. Good stuff.
Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Do it for y'all. Do it for the gram, for the tube, and for the gram. You know what I mean? Appreciate it.
Will Darby asking, did anybody get the new Losi LMT 2.0? I didn't.
Nah, I ain't do it.
Yeah, I ain't pulled the trigger. I would like to get one of those, but it's other stuff that I want before I spend that money on that.
Yeah.
Word, like what? What's on the list? Hold on, what's on the shop?
I want the I want the Traxxas car.
Yeah, Traxxas.
I want the B, the micro B, the micro T,
the
micro T. I want to get a Techno ET, another SCT. I want to get me a Techno SCT truck.
Okay.
I was gonna get a Sensing, but I was like, you know what? I might as well. It's like the older version and the Sensing is the same price. So, and most of the 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna change the motor and ESC out of the Sensing anyway. Yeah. So it was just like, okay, it's like one is $359. Well, one is $379, and the other one is $369. So I'm just gonna go with the kit. The kit.
Is that the 410 or right? The Techno's 10 scale.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a 10 scale. I don't know. Yeah,
it's still like the size of like an 8 scale buggy.
Basically.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. So they got the older version. The newer version is $499. But I was like, well, I don't really race enough to get the newer version. I'm just gonna catch the older version.
Okay. I ain't mad at it. I ain't gonna hold you. Like the LMT, I mean 750. If I could get one for cheap, maybe. Like they seem kind of cool, and I never own one, but it ain't on my like to get list. It ain't on the hit list. And the XRT Mini is starting to make a little case with all these videos coming out. I ain't gonna hold you. It's looking nice. It's looking pretty cool. So
hey man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people gonna shoot me for this, but at the beginning, for this to only be, well, not only, this is May. We finna go into June. We only got a few months left before the year is up, right? This is gonna be the RC of the year.
Yo, I'm dropping off this call, dog. I ain't rolling.
Hey, Jay Mitch, I promise you, bro, this is gonna be if you got, because we know Rilalo not gonna beat it this year. We know Losi ain't gonna do nothing this year. The only people that we can count on to drop something major is Arma.
No, man, because this Kagama limited edition is nice too. I'm sorry, bro.
That is nice, but see, it's only 999 of them. The masses can't get them.
That's good. That's exclusivity.
But the less people that can get it, the less numbers it's gonna do.
We ain't never been about numbers over here. We've been about what's the most fun, what's the best of the best. So I we ain't got Billboard RC over here. We ain't got Billboard stats.
Hey man, you right.
Hands-on experience. You know what I mean? So
I'm just saying though, don't be surprised at the end of the year.
I'm not going to say he cannot be a contender, but I still think we got time because it's still early.
Bro, from the videos I've seen, dog, just from the videos I've seen, they dropped the ball with the Mini Max.
They should recall the Mini Max, dog. They should let everybody trade their Mini Max in towards a Mini XRT.
Because they dropped the ball with that, bro. They dropped the ball. It's a lot of upgrades. People think it's just a swap, and you got your XRT. They did a lot to that truck, bro. They even stiffened up the chassis, bro. That front of that chassis where people were snapping it, they put more material on the front of the chassis, bro.
Yo, where's Traxxas at? Where's Mr. Traxxas at? Because I think he on this. You know what I mean? I think Gap, you trying to get that Traxxas sponsorship, man. What you doing?
Hey, man, I'll
What you
take
doing,
it.
bro?
I'm a Traxxas fanboy right now.
You talking too nice to Traxxas. Like, what you
Hey,
doing,
man,
dogs?
they got 2 back-to-back bangers, if you ask me. Both of them well overpriced, which is the Funko
Okay.
and then this XRT
All
Mini.
right. They impactful. I
You see what I'm saying?
I get
Yeah. So when you really look at it, like, okay, who else has dropped 2 cars back to back that got all that buzz like that?
I ain't gonna say they're not in the top 10, but I just think it's
Mm.
too early to call it. I think it's too early to call it number one.
Facts. It is. It's very early, but just looking at the overall of how RC's been going. Look at the overall of RC's, how the RC's been going. Hell, we still waiting on a Rolalo little 12 scale car. That was gonna be my first Rolalo. They keep dropping these little teasers and this and that, and we still don't know when the hell it's coming to the market. You
Rolalo
go
be
on their
playing
site,
around. Yeah, they
yeah,
playing
you go on
around.
their site, it's still not on there. You like,
They
what
be
the
like,
fuck
we
y'all
coming
doing?
out. That joint will come out for like 4 or 5 months. Oh, we shipping them in 6 months. Like, what y'all doing?
Yeah, man. So
But
yeah,
you gotta also think the tariffs is probably messing with stuff that's going on with them too.
With a lot of these companies.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I ain't XRT. I think it's gonna be a dope release. I do. I agree. It's gonna be a good release. Still on the fence though. I'm closer to buying it though than I was 2 weeks ago.
yeah. I think it's gonna be a good little truck to have. I think it's gonna outshine the Max like by far. Like the Max is not even gonna be in the picture. Nobody not even gonna think about a Max anymore. Once this a mini Max, once this mini XRT drop. From the videos I've seen, looks pretty durable. I like the fact that you can backflip out of the box. I like the fact that it's bananas on 3S. You talking about 60 miles
65,
per hour?
like, yeah, come on, that's ridiculous.
60 miles per hour, bro, right out of the box, man. That's you
Wait,
pushing Kagama and Creighton 6S prices. I mean, speeds right
I
out of the
mean,
box.
but still, we got the OC NASCARs going to drop soon. Armor do a release every month, so we probably looking at an Armor Typhon probably coming.
We've been saying that shit for
Not
13
the
years.
8S. No, not the
Oh, it's
8S.
about the redo of the
Yeah,
okay, the redo of the
V6.
6S.
I'm talking about the V6.
I hope they don't do that.
I ain't saying the 8S. They gotta do the clipless upgrades. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a clipless Creighton 6S or 8. I mean Creighton 8S. Maybe next year for that. Because I feel like they just came out with the EXB V2. They can still do some stuff. They got it. I mean, the Limitless. What is the Limitless V2? Like, is that what we on V2?
Yeah, we on V2 now, so it'll be V3.
Yeah.
But really though, J Mitch, when you say what you just said, which one of those is a real banger? Which one of those cars that you just said is gonna be nominated for RC of the year?
So I
Any of
got
them
a
could.
question. I got a question for both of y'all.
Mm.
Now, when you think about the mini XRT, I've only seen like a snippet of a couple of videos. It really makes me think about the mini E-Revo.
Mm-mm.
Is you saying it's better than that?
Yeah, it's
No, but they
nothing
had
like
it
that.
in
I've
the
had that.
Evo too.
I had the mini E-Revo. This is nothing like the mini E-Revo. No. Yeah, it's nothing. The mini Max is killing the mini E-Revo. And the Mini
Really?
Max, we all know out the box, the Mini Max was it was a little shaky.
Anybody who was hyped
got
about the
mine in the
Mini
box.
Max out the box was on some BS. That shit was like that
It
joint
was
was
trash, bro.
garbage.
It was trash. Right out of the box, it was trash. But it still was better than the E-Revo 2.0. I mean the E-Revo Mini. Now the Slash Mini, I like the Slash Mini more than I like the E-Revo Mini. Slash Mini was a good little truck because it just seemed like it was a little bit more swift and it drove a lot better than the E-Revo. But boy, that E-Revo, I drove that thing about 2 times. Like, boy, I waste my money.
Then you talking
But
about
I remember
a money pit. You talk about having to put upgrades and more upgrade the upgrades and put the brushless system in it. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm cool with that. But yeah, I mean, we'll see, Gat. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I thought last year was the year of the minis, but it seems like these minis ain't going away, dog.
But why I think they're not going away is the fact that everything is going up,
Yeah.
and they're so easy to get.
Easy to get, easy to ship,
They're
cheap to ship.
cheap to
I mean,
ship. You can go to the store and get a mini E-Revo, right? And you could be going on a 1 day flight to wherever you flying to, and you coming back the next day. You could take that mini E-Revo with you.
mhm.
I mean that those minis, any of the minis, whether it's the Armors,
Yeah.
you can slap them right in your carry-on and go for it. Take them
Yep.
right on with you with
So you
no
can,
issues at all.
you can go to the little family, the family reunion with that John. Like we just going to the park with the family for the day. The wifey can't be mad at it. You could just sneak it in there with the, you know what I
Hmm
mean, with the potato chips.
hmm And the good thing about it, if you get the Armors or you get this new Traxxas one, you can have a great time with it. It ain't gonna be something you just pull out and be like, man, this is bullshit. Run it down the street 1 or 2 times and then put it up.
It's
You go
substantial.
to yeah, you go to a nice park that got a couple of hills or something, or got a nice little field or something. Man, you gonna get out there with that thing. Why they getting on your nerve, man? You gonna step on off to the side. And hell, you might get 3 videos. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you might not mind handing it off to a little kid. Like, all right, here you
Facts,
go. Like, oh, can I get a run? Yeah, go ahead. You got it. You got it. You know what I mean? Because it's cheap to fix. So
facts,
pain to
facts,
fix.
facts.
You know what I mean? But I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it.
Yeah, they say what's cracking, got what's up with long time no see. What's going on, Zeric, man? We've been here, bro. We've been here, man. We tuning in every Sunday. I've
Every
been back on
Sunday.
my grind. I've been back on my grind, dropping videos every day the last 3 weeks. I've dropped a video every single day, 5 days a week. Yeah. So yeah, we on the grind, bro. Woo Diddy, what's going on, bro? Somebody had said something that I had wanted to. Oh,
Now,
it was on the
KDRC
screen.
KDRC asked, "Are we gonna address the mini XRT windshield?"
Yeah, that's what I knew it was something like that. Well, KDRC, I mean, it's funny looking. It's kind of funny looking. It's hard to see. It's hard to really get a whole, see the hole, but it makes sense. The hole makes sense. You letting air come through to that system. That thing is running a 25-2 pinion gears. Stop.
Mm,
25-2. It need to breathe. If it
that's
don't breathe,
breathe.
it's gonna overheat. It's gonna be something that's gonna overheat when it get the harder this summer. People
Yeah.
that's bashing at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the skate park or something, and that sun beaming down with no trees. It's gonna be some overheating, bro. With that 25-2 pinion gear on there. So the little cut in the window, it don't really bother me, man. It don't really bother me at all. What about
Yeah.
y'all? Y'all, it bother
Yeah.
y'all?
I'm gonna take the cut over a fire in my car. So yeah, give me the cut, dude. I mean,
Not only that, it's there, like you just said, it's there for the heat. I'd rather they cut it than me have to cut it. That
mhm.
way I know it's already. That's one less thing I got to worry about.
Only thing I would do though, if you worried about sticks and stuff, maybe you can get like a little air filter, like a little like screen or something to keep, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Little
Or
mesh, put a little mesh on
anti,
stuff.
exactly, little mesh to keep, you know, the rocks and stuff from getting in it. But otherwise, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah,
Who said it was an issue? People complaining about it?
I think
Uh,
the thing that people see, it just look odd. Like you
Okay.
got half a windshield.
Yo, pull a picture up because I don't think I seen it. Well, I
Yeah,
might not have been looking at it.
let me pull it up.
and I don't think anybody has released a car that I know of with half a windshield.
Rather,
Yeah, because most of the ones like that, they just don't like Mojaves and stuff. They don't even have windshields at all. They just
Right.
air straight through the body.
No, because you got the men in there.
yeah,
Oh
true.
shit! Hold on. Y'all make some noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. Make some noise.
Check.
Damn, boy. Definitely didn't need to do that. Well, how the hell that happened?
Yeah,
Jesus
we hear you.
Christ.
We clearly hear you.
Boy,
We
yeah,
just about to
I'm
ask
tripping.
J Mitch.
I was gonna say, where you at with the XRT Mini? You gonna get it? You want the fence, or you like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good on the minis. Period. It ain't really that particular truck. It's just the mini. I'm good on the minis. I got 4 right now, 5. So yeah, I'm good. I
Okay.
got 2 mini Z's, a mini T, And then 2 grams. So yeah, I'm good on that mini lineup now.
I mean, the grams is nice though. Like, I mean, I had to line them up. I had to line the Typhon gram up with the mini XRT to really be able to make a decision, because that mini gram, that gram type, that Typhon gram brushless, that thing is a problem, dude.
Yeah.
That thing is fast as hell out the box on 3S. So
plus too, in thinking about, let's just say, because what's the ticket on the XRT?
369.
All right, now for me, I would then say, well, how much is a Stampede, or how much is a Rustler, or how much is a bigger car for close to that same price? Can I get a bigger car for close to that dollar amount?
Yeah, the bull, he just did a video today on the Rustler 4x4. It's only like $40 more for the VXL, and it's a bigger car.
Yeah, that would have me just like, oh, here we go. I got some decisions to make.
But check the mood though. With that, with as a newbie that's coming in the game, yeah. But as a person who's been in the game for a while, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, this XRT is 5 times more durable than a damn whatchamajig right out the box, a Rustler right out the box. Even with the upgraded parts, the Rustler right out the box, you cannot beat on a Rustler right out the box.
Yeah, you can now. They just upgraded the drive line. They got a drivetrain from the Traxxas Max. They got the HD hubs front and rear. They did a lot of stuff on the Rustler. They did a lot of stuff on it. The ground clearance is higher on the Rustler 4x4. It's easier to work on than the XRT. And they go almost 70 out the box too on 3S.
So, the Rustler doing almost 70?
Yes, sir.
With the gear swap.
Yes, sir.
With the gear swap. They don't show the pictures on the site. It don't show the cut hole.
I mean, that's the only hesitancy is almost $400 for a mini RC. And I'm thinking for almost $400 for a little RC, I better not have to do nothing like that. Now, when I think about what I've been seeing about the XRT, if you think about it like that, like I ain't got to worry about putting no castle, no hobby wing in it. I ain't got to worry about putting a gyro in it. All I got to worry about is them dumb connectors and the battery. Like it's if you just think about it logically, only thing that's competing with it is a Typhon or a Mojave Gram. Any of the Gram brushlesses, those are the only things that's competing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I haven't had a problem with. I haven't broke anything on my Grams. I don't know about y'all. I haven't broken a single thing.
I broke. I did. I broke. What the first one that I built, not the the BLX one, the first one, the brush one that I built. I ran into a curve head up, and I broke the end of the shock off. That's it.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what we're gonna have to see some versus videos. I might have to do some content on that.
Man, I think versus video, that's what's gonna kill it, Jay Mitch. When they do the versus videos, bro, to me, they're kind of like in a lead of their own because of the size of the trucks, the size of the cars, because they really bigger than the Grums. When you put them next to the Grum, they bigger. They just bigger
than the Mojave Gram.
Yeah, the Mojave
Typhon Gram. The Typhon Gram is pretty big,
but it's bigger. When you look at it's like when you put your mini max
next, the XRT is bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger. It's bigger because it's the same. It's on the same platform as the mini max. When you put your mini max next to your Typhon Grum looks small. When you put your what is that? So it's closer to the Omni. What is they called? Omni Terminator size. It's closer to the Omni Terminator size and the HPI. What them shit's called? The little small HPI trucks.
Yo, you hold up. I'm just realizing I just had to Google something real quick. So the mini XRT is gonna be $369.
$369.
I could get a whole Typhon 223S 1/8 scale for the same price.
You can.
And I could play around and run 4S on it. I just don't. That's why I be flip flopping when I be thinking about these prices, man. Like that 369 is just a little.
But Jay Mitch, it's targeted at us, bro. That's why it's the price it is. It's not targeted at beginners. It's targeted at the guys who already got a Type 223S. Don't you got a Type 223S? Do you got one?
Yes.
Okay, Router, do you got a Type 223S?
I do.
Gap, do you got Gap, do you got a Type 223S? I definitely do. So it's we ain't got nothing else. What you gonna do? You gonna go get the Omni Terminator, or you gonna get the
and see, that's what this stuff comes down to, right? It comes down to
Mhm.
what do I already have, and you know what I mean. But if I was a newbie going in the RC store, somebody with some kind of RC experience, and I didn't own either one of these cars for $369, and they
You
both
gonna get the
sitting
bigger.
next to each other, you gonna be like, take them out the box. And you gonna be like, what the? Then you gonna be like, something wrong. You gonna
Right.
be like,
Matter of fact, you're gonna look at the
you gonna be
size of
like-
the boxes and be like, why is this one so much bigger than this other one?
yeah, you
Mhm.
be like,
This
something ain't right.
This check little.
And like I said, for the newbies, that's just like saying if I was a newbie, of course I'm going with the bigger. I'm going with the bigger because as a newbie, I'm like, but I want one of them big fast cars. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I don't feel like it's targeted at newbies. I think it's targeted at.
I just can't put my finger on it. I don't know. Like,
You see the size
What about the
difference, bro?
Mojave?
I can put it to the Mojave too. The
yeah,
Mojave
but that's a
shorter than the
monster
Type.
truck compared to a buggy. But yeah, it is much. Yeah.
Because that's basically $400 when you really and truly put into perspective. You add your taxes. Does it come with a battery and charger, or you got to get that separate?
Yeah, it come with a battery and charger.
It come with a 2S battery and charger. That so
2S
you gotta
battery
go out
and
buy
charger.
another Traxxas battery. Yeah, well, that's
That
it.
look a little better.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
short
but
one
it's
compared to
yeah,
a monster.
to a monster truck. But
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, when you see it in person, this truck right here is much bigger than this. This looks like a 14 or 16. This looks like a 12 scale. It's the same. It's almost the same size as the Omni Terminator, which the Omni Terminator is just a hair bigger.
That shit is mini max scale. That's some like.
Well, Trax is good for going to the larger side of the scale anyway.
Traxxas. I need to own some Traxxas stock. Like, if I was a company, like I always said, I'd be Traxxas because they getting the money and nobody is questioning it. And I think if people buying them at $369 and they flying off the shelf, they ain't gonna have no reason to lower the price. You know what I mean? But you saw what happened last year when people weren't buying RCs around Christmas. What did they do? They had
Put everything on sale.
coupons, exactly, and then they extended the coupons. Like, it's crazy. So
I think the XRT still on sale.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's not. None of them. Only thing that's still on sale is the Max Flash.
I like them too. Oh, Ron 74 in the building.
Run 74. What it do, bro?
UDRC saying he hopes today that Team Corrali drop a 7 scale or 8 scale on road.
Team Gorilla got to drop some if they want some of Gap's gapples. Because they're dropping that same shit over and over. They can have that.
UDRC says the Kagama Limited is nice. Deep voice in the building.
see, the problem with Team Corrali is they want to be too different. I don't see them coming out with a 7 scale on road or 8 scale on road, even if it is just to put a body on it. Like they're a little artsy over there. You know what I mean? They
artsy.
Yeah, they who them people? Who's them people from back in the day? Like I don't know. I think they smoke a lot of weed or something, dude. I don't know. Like they be spaced out with some of the. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we got to do bashers, but they don't have any other like vision. I think.
Yeah.
They got the drivetrain. People done made
Mhm.
Team Corrali GTs. People done did a whole bunch of stuff, to Team Corrali's, but they won't do it.
My thing with them, Jay Mitch, I think they be trying to do too much too fast, and I think that's what kind of what kind of hinders them. Because just think, J. Mitch, how long Team Corral been popular in the United States as bashers? You looking at what, about 4 years, right?
3 or 4 years. Yeah.
About 4 years.
They
They
don't
got
listen
about
to the bashers.
they
They don't
got
listen.
about they got about 25 models in 4 years, bro.
They don't. They don't listen to the people like Arma used to listen to us. They don't. They just have these ideas, and they want to talk about how beautiful it is, and they want to take it to a ski jump. Like, we ain't got ski jumps over here. You know what I mean? We ain't got- I don't got no ski high Olympic jump to take that shit to. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I can't go to the Eiffel Tower and run my RC. Like,
I can't jump over buses.
yeah, like they gotta do more realistic stuff. They have to commit to the masses. And they could do their own thing. They want to be different. They a little different, but y'all gotta listen to Rattle wants a 1/7 scale Team Corral infraction.
It would Gap Water. Gap Water one, Field Water 1/6 scale.
One-
Off road Team Corral and Kagama.
But my thing is, when they do drop a 1/6 scale or something to come out the crate in 8S, when they actually do it, they got to make sure people going to buy it. And then that's when people going to start saying, well, it's Team Corral. They ain't been around as long as Arma. Like, people is always going to, you got to look at it from their standpoint. If Team Corral dropped a banging Kagama 8, you going to buy a Gap?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I'm in. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on a big car or something completely different, which would be a 8th scale on road. A true 8th scale, not the pan car 8th scale. A true 8th scale on road or a true 7th scale on road or even just a 7th
GT.
scale basher. Yeah,
GT style.
another 7th scale basher though. You know what I'm saying? Off road basher 7th scale, the
So
size
like
of
a
like a
big rock
Mojave.
test.
Yeah, a big rock. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I'm buying it.
I
All
think
day
the
long.
short course should be very easy for them to do. I don't know why. They could take that as Suga and short course the heck out of it. And go ahead and give it one of them little weird names y'all want to come up with. You guys want to call it the pinwheel? I don't
Hmm.
care. I mean, like,
And
as
and
long
that's
as it's
and then
dope.
and before I start buying anything from them, that's what they're gonna have to do because everything has been a remake with them. Every single thing.
It's gonna
They
be the
got they got they
yeah,
got 10 different trucks that they already been through 100 times. They started out, they had the Mentor, they had the Chronos, they had the Shogun. Those were the first in the Python. Those were the first four. Not even a year later, they had the Radix 6, Radix 4. They had the Morocco. They changed the Shogun to the Morocco. They had the Chronos XTR. They changed the Dementor to the Jambo. You know what I'm saying? They didn't drop like 20, 30 models in of course of 4 years, bro. You just back to back in the same cars and swapping the bodies, bro. That's to me, that's now the Kagama, the Asuka is a dog. The Kagama is another dog. Keep them in your stable. You got the spark. The spark buggy is nice. Expand on those and make those better. But then expand out into something else. You got those. They cover. You got those good. Don't come back next year with a Kagama V2. Mm-mm.
that's the
No.
thing. They don't put versions, they change the names. You know what I mean? They just change the name. It'd be the same truck, but they change the name. But that's what
Mhm.
they do. I guess if they feel like, well, instead of we just put a V2 or a V3 behind it, we'll just say, look, it's not the Kagama no more. It's the cheetah next year. You know what I mean, or whatever. I mean, it's the wolf.
And I give them a little grace anyway, because I mean, they ain't been in this space. What'd you say, 4 years?
Mhm.
That ain't
They've
long.
been racing for years, though. Don't get.
But
Mhm.
They've been in the 8th scale racing, and they translated their stuff to RTR. So I don't
that's
think it's a
different though.
quality issue. They just freaking weird. That's all. They're just a little
But it's
weird.
different because bashing is different from racing. The average basher is gonna take that sucker.
Yes and no.
Okay, so
Yes and no. It's
in a
still the
race,
same basic geometry. Stuff got to be a little bit more durable. You probably need a little better chassis. Excuse me. You
I
probably
don't think
need.
they anticipated people doing what they was doing to the cars. Like if you build a race buggy, I'm not like you're concerned with dog bones popping out, but not really, because whoever put the car together got to make sure they put it together right. When I got a bunch of people putting cars together, my quality control ain't necessarily what it needs to be, because I'm not paying attention to that part. You see what I'm saying? So, because I'm in a space that, okay, we just got to get these cars out. So a dog bone popping out has a different impact and a different perception or perspective from a basher on a ready to run versus somebody who put their car together. Because if you put a car together and your dog bone pop out, who you gonna look at? You look at
your fault. Yeah,
right.
I see what you're saying, but brother, you can't advertise a basher if it's not a basher.
Right.
Because they came out hitting, and that's what they started with, those elaborate videos, jumping over buses and all that kind of stuff. And then you get the Morocco, the Shogun, and you take it out and do one 10-foot drop, and it damn near the whole truck damn near fall apart.
Right. And
I agree.
I think it's like Team Corrali. If you think about when people was around for the first Armas, they wasn't that. What Arma had going for it when it first came out was that it was cheap. It wasn't durability. People wasn't complaining about, oh, it's not durable. People wasn't complaining about diffs. People loved that it was value for the money, which it was. Team Corrali's the same way. You got to give Team Corrali grace, and you also have to see that Team Corrali has made improvements over the years. Every version they've made improvements. We can't live in the past. You gotta understand this is not a Arma company, but they're learning as they go and they're improving as they go. And I had to put the quality of where Team Corrali is right now. I would say they're probably like somewhere between where Arma was when Arma got good. It was around the version 3s. I think that's where Team Corrali is right now, between version 3 and version 4 of where Arma was. It's not version 6 of Arma, but I said about version 3 and version 4 where it's quality. And even now, when they address the outdrives popping out, that's what they address on this limited edition. And you can put those upgrades on the newer ones, because really that's all people was complaining about in the latest editions of Team Corrali was the pins popping out of the front, CBDs.
Well, the one thing I can say about Corrali, what I do really, really like about Corrali, almost all their models come as rollers. Now that's dope.
They what?
Almost all the models that they have come as rollers.
And they fast as hell out the box. You see this Kagama going, what do you do? Like 67 with a 13-tooth pinion gear? You ain't doing that with no Arma. What Arma doing now is they sending bigger pinion gears with all their cars to do that.
They sending the speed gear.
Yeah, and Arma's not Arma no more. Arma is Horizon Hobby. I mean, we ain't talking about old school Arma. We talking about Arma Horizon Hobby.
Yes, Teddy P, what it do, bro?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
Hey,
cooling, man, cooling.
Look, waiting for the next Teddy build session.
Class,
yeah.
Hey, man, listen,
waiting on.
Build this game.
I hope you out. That way I can motivate y'all to get your hands into that.
Yo, got me tuned in to Channel 69 for the next episode of Batman. All right, let me catch these comments. OG Paperboy says my Mini Max hasn't broke yet. I upgraded to VXL and TSM stock diffs, and I beat it, but they did mess up on the Mini Max drop. Adrian Young in the building.
Adrian, what it do, man? What's up, man? That man.
Oh, that's mine. Okay, what's up?
Yeah, that man.
Zarek is saying we need an 8S Mojave. Rusty RC in the building.
What up, Rusty?
Mr. Tip says, what's up, fellas from Chicago? The XRT Mini is fun, but the Rustler 4x4 with the HD parts is tempting at $30 more and is a bigger rig. Yeah, we was just talking about that. But I guess
you watched that video, huh?
OG Paperboy says, I'm tripping on getting the Mojave 6S BLX, and then they drop a new one. Hey.
Yeah, because that's all I'm for you. That's how they be in, bro. The V6 might be coming. The new one might be coming. You might want to hold tight. But I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with that old Mojave, man. The old Mojave is one of the best cars. The 6S Mojave is one of the best cars Arma make.
You can't. Ron 74 says the mini E-Revo was a straight money pit. Oh wow, okay. I just remember what's that cat's name that used to be out there with us? I think JT, not JT, PJ, DJ. Was his name PJ? JP?
Mm-hmm.
He ended up getting a Challenger and was like, yeah, I'm going to fool with big cars for real.
TJ.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I remember he had a mini E-Revo and he used to drive the snot out that car.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Deep Boy says, oh, he ran his Mini Max 3 times and sold it for $125. Good grief. Whew. UDRC says my Mini E-Revo was a beast. OG Paperboy says, why trip on upgrading the Mini Max? Y'all upgrade everything anyways.
Yeah, I upgraded my Mini Max. My Mini Max is a tank. My Mini Max not gonna break. I got a diff. I got a middle drive shaft. I'm gonna do the wide arms on there. I got Magma tires. I got a 3S 5400 kV motor and ESC. My car is a beast, bro. My car is crazy.
All right. UDRC says had his doing 87 back in the day with the Timbo motor mount. Oh, that's what's up. He-Man Sean in the building, just jumping in. What did I miss? Look at the ride Rider has. That platform look fire. Tell us about it. Yeah, it's just an infraction. I just cut the body in half. UDRC says I had gone bananas tires before he was popular on mine. Oh, that's dope. KDRC says they should have left it clear. Oh, talking about the windshield. He also says it just seemed half-assed. He-Man Sean says, y'all talking about the XRT Mini. Is it worthy or bust?
Worthy for me.
Yeah.
If you like it, get it. Yeah.
Yeah, don't leave it up to us because we either gonna have you with high expectations or no expectations, and then you're gonna be wishing you got it.
We had to talk a couple of weeks. Be your own RC guy, bro, because one man's trash is another man's treasure, bro. So don't let. Go ahead.
I'll say this: take money out the table. It's a beast. That's it.
Yeah, you go. There you go.
There it is.
If you ain't got the money, don't get it. But you take the money. If you just asking if it's a straight up beast, yeah, it's a beast. It has beast potential.
Infamous RC in the building says I haven't kept up with Traxxas, but how much is the new Mini XRT?
$369, brother. $369.
There you go. Mr. Tip says I'm doing the screen mesh and a motor fan.
Nice.
That'll be dope. Brooklyn 718 is in the building saying what's up. Are you talking to me? Oh, you're asking how would you make a Typhon 8S? Because I don't think they're gonna make it.
You use the Outcast. You use the Outcast chassis, shorten the arms. That's all. Outcast chassis with shorter arms and a different body, and that's it. You got yourself a Typhon. It's not hard for them to make it, bro. They can make it easy. The only thing new would be on the car would be drive shafts and arms and shock towers. That's it. They can make their car, bro. They can make their car easy as hell. It's just, I think it's the temperature nowadays. And the reason why I say I think it's a temperature nowadays, because everybody is complaining about price. Everybody is complaining about price. Even before tariffs, everybody is complaining about price. With everything going up, with your eggs being $973 for 12 of them, a lot of people they looking at it like, okay, do I get a $800 RC car or do I get some eggs? So that's just how it go. But I think that's the hold up. They don't want to build a car that's gonna sit and nobody's gonna buy it because they know when they come out with this new Typhon, they don't control anything. Horizon controls everything. Horizon gonna tell them, hey boy, you can't sell this for no 900. You gotta sell this for 1200. And when they see 1200, they're gonna say, man, why I could just get a Creighton 6S, a Creighton 8S EXB for 900. Why I'm gonna get the Typhon for 1200? That's how it goes.
That's gonna be the problem. You're gonna have to decide. The thing is, you kind of got to take money off the table if you love the game right now, because everything gonna go up in price for RC. It's been going up. Now just got to come down to if you really want it or not. You know what I mean? And I think I'm definitely gonna get it. I don't care if they put $1,300 on it. They put $1,500 on it. I need that in my life.
$1,500. I'm right with you, J. Mitch. $1,599. I'm right with you.
Yep.
That type of ADS, I'm getting it, bro.
And I'm gonna
I'm
upgrade the
getting it.
motor ESC. And I'm like,
Right out,
I'm gonna go
right.
stupid on it. You know what I mean?
JB, I ain't even gonna drive mine regular. I'm gonna snatch that right up out of there, bro, and I'm
Mhm.
going 12. It's out the muscle. Go
Now,
ahead, Ryder. Catch the
if
rest.
they if they do
Go
one of
ahead, go ahead,
those if they do one of them cinematic videos and they show that John going 70 on the stock setup though, I don't know.
They ain't gonna do that. Not 70.
JB.
Not 70.
They take
Hey,
that
JB,
John.
if it going 70 on the stock setup, that means when I swap it, it's gonna go 80. That's what I'm swapping mine, bro.
Yeah, like
We gonna be
That
12
John
inch shot.
70 out the box.
that'd be crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that'll be dope. Fuck that. That'll be nice as hell. Go ahead, Ryder. Catch the rest of them, bro. We got behind. I'm trying to let you catch up this time.
OG Paperboy saying the Typhon Grom on 3S is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Singleton in the building says a mini Rustler 16 scale. Yeah. Megan Akis says I've been hacking windshields off my low turn fast stuff forever just to keep a nice breeze blowing. Makes sense to me. There it is. Big Reg in the building.
You.
KDRC says he just sent you a picture gap.
All right. Where you sent to that, Katie? Go ahead, Ryder. Keep catching them.
RC Black Man in the building. All right, says Traxxas was at his local hobby shop and got a chance to drive the XRT Mini. Buy it. It's insane, even on 2S. He-Man Sean says tariffs not stopping the RC gang from grabbing these new RCs coming out this year. RC Mike is saying buy the XRT. It's insane. Psycho 73 is in the building. All right, he's giving his 2 cents on that, so that's good. So RC Mike he's giving it 2 thumbs up, so get it. Reg is saying the XRT Mini is the RC of the year.
What? Hey man, Reg, you better tell him, Reg. I'm telling you, I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody doing it. I don't see nobody gonna beat it, bro. I don't see nobody gonna beat it, dog.
And
we all know who got the most
see.
fans. You already know who got the most fans. Hey man, I'm a new Traxxas fanboy.
You a fanboy or you just like Traxxas?
I'm a fanboy. Get my pom poms.
Mr. Traxxas. You know what I mean?
John Blaze in the building. Coach Monte in the building.
What up, Russ? What up?
UDRC says the new Corrali car. Brother, them new success, and they are riding the heck out of it. Okay, yep. They need to use those platforms, but create a new car like a rally or on-road car.
Anything like that, UDRC, I'm getting it. My bad, Ryder. Go ahead.
Yeah. RC Mike said, he's talking the truth. He's also saying rollers not out the box then. Champion in the building. Yo, what's cracking, Champion?
What up,
RC Mike says Mini Revo has nothing on the new XRT. Yeah, that's what Gap said earlier. All right. Okay. All right. Got it. Yep. Okay. You're talking to him. He-Man Sean says, I think these RC companies are going to start making RC cars 12S as a new standard. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
But they got to charge so much, bro. They're going to be even more people crying.
Yeah.
If they make a 12S stock ESC, you know how garbage that's going to be out the box too.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a damn ADAS system.
They got a cost cut, you know what I mean, to bring that out the box. You know, like it ain't gonna be nothing you really want. I mean, unless they price it right. Like if you giving us Max 4s out the box or whatever the Firma 350.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, J. Mitch, the Max 4 Kraken. They give you a Max 4 motor. I mean, yeah, ESC, but they give you the Leopard motor, and it is $2,400.
Y'all want to pay $2,400 for 12S?
$2,400, bro.
I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna do it, but I don't think they can make it the standard. No.
Yeah. I don't see none of the smaller brand. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Now the fifth scale brands, Kraken, MCD, I can see them doing it. But
Mhm.
the stuff that most of the stuff that we run, I don't see it. I hope so though, but I don't see it.
Mhm.
I think MCD gonna stick with building rollers. You put your own system in that, and you happy, they happy, everybody happy.
That's it, folks.
Scott Fulford is asking, are those power hybrid grippers on the infraction behind you? How fast have you gone on them? Yes, they are. I have done this is my course race truck. So I don't know how fast I've gone with these on here. I don't know. I just course race. I know I won a ring with it, so it moves around the track pretty well. I like them. These are my favorite tires. Deep Voice says, I really want to get the Typhon 223S that Gap has. Put the same system he put in his and all. He laughing.
Yes, sir.
Travis is saying Nitro Man here clipping. Oh, dipping into electrics once any recommendations on the trucking. Okay.
We're gonna come back to you, man. I'm glad you in here. I'm glad the Nitro guys did go. We're gonna get going with the topic in a few minutes. As soon as Router get caught up with these comments, we're gonna go ahead and start the topic.
Yeah. RC Mike says, fam, if they did a new standard for 12S, you know how expensive their cars, truck. Yep, that's what we were saying. Champion is saying, I'm gonna steal me a chicken that's gonna produce the egg so I can get a discount. Indeed. RC Mike says, get a Typhon 6 or 3S. OG Paperboy says, did you fellas notice Proline tires quality control goes down after Horizon Hobby bought them out?
I have. I've noticed it. I've noticed it, bro. I have definitely noticed it because I done blew up two sets of damn Proline tires.
Damn.
But before they wouldn't, I done blew them off the bead. When I just did that video the other day, I was upset, bro, with Proline ass because I done had about 5 sets of those tires and it never happened. But now
Which tires were they?
the ones I just got, I can't think of the name of them. They
The
not the
ones.
Badlands. They like got a whole bunch of little spikies on it. I can't think of the name of them.
Okay.
But it's like I've had 2 sets of those and they never done that. I was running them on 6s and they never done that. But now on 4s they coming unglued.
Gotta check that glue. Or they might have been old and the glue might have went bad. I don't know.
Could have been, but I know the other sets I have from the other ones, they ain't, and the Badland ones that I got a long time ago before Horizon, they still ain't blue. But I mean, it is what it is. Go ahead, Rod. I'm sorry.
All right, here we go.
Ron
74 is saying I will be cool with a Typhon 8S roller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me put my own system in there.
It'll be about $1,000.
Marquise Basden says I do the same stuff, upgrade my ESC and motor out the box. Cube is in the building.
What up, Cube?
Georgia Muscle says I paid $1,200 for an 8S Typhon on a Creighton chassis.
It's gonna be more than that, bro.
Yeah. Gap KDRC said he sent it to you on Messenger.
Okay.
Yeah. IKB TV is saying don't sleep on the LC Racing mini truckie.
I heard nice stuff about LC Racing.
OG Paperboy says I'm a Traxxas fanboy, but y'all made me an Armor fanboy too. And
that's what's up.
Having some diversity.
Now get in some Team Corrali. You know what I mean? Get some on the newer Team Corali stuff.
The Asuga. Be specific.
Kagama.
Just the Asuga.
Any of them.
No, not any.
Any of them after 2023, get one, bro.
D-Boy says I need some Grimes in my life. KDRC says vet the 12S out the box. Yeah, it is.
$2,400 out the box.
$2,400, yeah.
You gotta get 12 to 24 month financing on that John.
And they're hard to get. They definitely
you gotta be ready when they hit online. You can't be somebody, no man, I'm gonna wait till Friday. Nope, you wait till Friday, you don't get it.
Yeah,
you gotta get it right then.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Cube's in the building. He-Man Sean says Traxxas batteries fit perfectly in Traxxas cars. But do aftermarket batteries fit in Traxxas? I might be forced to buy Traxxas batteries and charger. Or if I buy the XRT.
No.
Now you can swap it up, man. And then there's so much aftermarket stuff, bro. You can go to Garage Life RC and get you a battery hold down with a strap for
Or
like
if you got a 3D
14
printer,
bucks.
you could print out the
Mm.
little hold downs and just use your own straps.
Yes,
Or
yeah.
just get the
It's another
batteries that you get. Look at the measurements on the batteries and just
Mm-hmm.
get you some that fitted. They might not be perfect. The batteries might be a little bit smaller. If they're smaller, just put your piece of foam in there to take up that extra space.
You can't let the Traxxas terrorists win, man. You can't buy batteries with Traxxas connectors. Don't do it. You gonna get a Traxxas charger. Then you gonna be like, I gotta get the Bluetooth Traxxas charger. Then you gonna be trying to subscribe to Traxxas electric suppliers. Like, don't do it, dog.
Oh, you stupid, bro.
Good. OG Paperboy says hit the like button.
Yes,
And
sir,
it's
man. Get your likes up, man. Wipe your feet before you come into my house. We done had 69 people in here. We should have 69 thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up, man. Let's go.
And subscribe, man. Subscribe to all these brothers on the panel,
Mhm.
man. For sure.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
that part. Deion Freeman says, and Horizon killed Duratrax tires. Yeah. Travis says time to switch to J Concepts for tires then.
Mhm.
There it is. RC Mike says, yo, my X-Max ADAS keeps stripping gears, and I have the best spur and pinion gears on it from my hobby shop. Don't even jump it. What's the problem?
Monkey
But
better.
yeah, it could be that. But he say he got the best gears. If
You
you
say you
yeah,
got
if they
the
steal the
best one?
Traxxas gears, if they Traxxas gears, they gonna strip, bro. Just go get you some aftermarket gears, bro. You get some high racing gears. I guarantee you they ain't gonna strip. But you also, if you run a stock motor ESC, pull that motor up and make sure you got your pins up under there right in the right location for your pinion and your spur. Because a lot of times people they'll pull the motor out, they'll forget it, and then they'll put it back in. And both pins don't be up under there, both sets. If both sets of pins up under there, it's not gonna mesh right, and it's gonna make you keep on stripping gears. But if you get some hot racing hard steel gears, pin and spur, they're not gonna strip. You'll tear something else up before those gears break.
Ooh. Aaron Watts says Horizon Hobby not doing too good from what I heard from the hobby shops. They cancel all their 2025 events and they are not answering their phones and not sending any cars or parts. Interesting. Cube is asking, what's up with the new Max 5 HV Plus rated at 330 amps for high speed cars? Anyone got one? What's your thoughts?
Nobody got one, and it's hard as hell to get them.
And
You look
Q, you
on,
should watch our show from last week, dog. We went
yeah.
Yeah.
we snapped last week, dude.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did. But it's cute, man. Answer your question, man. I've been trying to get one, bro. I keep looking on. I check the site daily. I check uh Hobby Wing daily, and it's still saying sold out, sold out, sold out. So I don't know, Q. But we did see one burn up. You can go to Built by Rob RC
Two.
and see one burn up.
Two.
Two burn up. I just seen one. So yeah.
Don't do it.
We
Don't
only
do
saw one
it.
burn up. We saw one pop. No, one pop. And one burned
One
up.
popped off camera too, though. He said he popped two of them. So
You say he popped two?
yes.
I don't think he said that.
Yeah, he popped
did.
one. Yeah, he popped two. He
Oh,
popped one on camera, but he said he had plugged in a one before that and then had it popped too.
I didn't study his video like that anyway.
Oh,
So
man.
it's all right. I know y'all was studying it for any imperfection that he might have found in that hobby wing. I understand.
And
For research purposes.
Hobby Wing customer service hates y'all too. Just so y'all know, y'all stay loyal to them though. Traxxas and Hobby Wing, I think they might be related, man. No, but Traxxas got good customer service.
Hold on one second. Hello.
For
No,
real.
no, Castle. I don't want any of your ESCs right now.
Man,
No. Are you giving me a fire extinguisher with it? Stop calling me.
Hey, don't y'all get started with this shit, man. We
ain't
finna
gonna
start the
do it.
topic.
We gotta
Y'all
stay
don't
on
get started with
topic.
this shit, man.
Topic's gonna
Don't
drop,
get
man.
started with this shit, man.
I ain't gonna
Hey, let me put this disclaimer out there too. So y'all, just so y'all know, for all y'all first timers in here, we gonna go back and forth. We gonna joke on each other, and it ain't nothing serious. We just really just talking and playing and just having fun. We know that people burn ESCs. It don't matter the name. We all of them catch on fire at some point for some reason or another. So yeah, don't
But if you team Castle, go ahead and put that team Castle in the chat. Go ahead. If you team Hobby Wing, all right. Good luck.
He said, dude, Aaron Wallace asked, do we know where to get the Willie bar from? Yes, Hot Racing make a Willie bar for the Typhon.
They make
Hot
the
Racing.
Willie bar for the Typhon. Yes.
Hot
I
Racing
think
make
Power
a
Hobby
Willie
makes a Willie bar too. Power Hobbies.
If you look on look back at my my Creighton Grum bill. It'll show you everything on the Creighton Grum bill. All right, go ahead, right. Okay,
Yeah,
last
OG
two so we can get
Paperboy
going.
says this is my fourth live in a row. I'm really digging it, and I'm sub to the panel. Enjoy y'all's videos. We appreciate that, OG.
Appreciate that, bro.
OG Paperboy.
Appreciate it.
Terry Mayo asking, I got a question. Oh, is the 930 kV motor good for speed running?
And what car?
Yeah,
what car? Are you in the fifth scale, maybe, but
on road, off road.
Yeah, what we doing, Terry? We need to know the stats. What car and what are you trying to do? You trying to break 100? Because the motor is only one of the things to talk about. You have to have the ESC. You got to deal with gearing at the minimal before we can start talking about suspension and tires and stuff. So
I think that's the main ingredient, bro, is gearing, bro. Because a lot of people be feeling like, okay, like let's just say somebody say, man, I want to hit 100 miles per hour. You don't really have to have ADES to hit 100 miles per hour. You could damn near hit 100 miles per hour with a stock infraction set up with the right gearing. You see what I'm saying? With a stock 6S infraction setup. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just think gearing is like the most important. And that's something I don't really know well is gearing.
Hey, when Reg get on here, he'll tell you.
You can do 100 miles an hour with 1S. You don't even need anything beyond that. You got the right setup.
That is.
Aaron Wallace said, let's make it easy for people.
Aaron Wallace said he need a long Willie bar for drag racing. I don't know what that's at, bro. You got to custom made that. I need you a piece of carbon fiber. Cut you a piece of carbon fiber and put it up on there.
Fast RC says he's a Castle guy, but I haven't ever pushed my stuff to the extreme, though. All right, then, Fast RC, that's good. That's good. You don't want it to burn up, because that'll be tough. Terry said, he says it's a Habayo Hyper VT.
Hell no, you don't want to run no 930.
That's a big ass motor for that Hyper VT, bro. 930 kV, that's big as hell for that.
You will have to run like a crazy size pinion gear.
All right, IKB TV says he is a Castle fanboy, but he, instead of actually just typing it out, he sent some pictures of a house, a flame, a fire extinguisher, and then what looks like a
fire truck.
So that translates to me that's Castle all day. I don't know.
Y'all is stupid, bro.
They ain't put the telephone though, because at least they're gonna pick up when you try to call and warranty it.
Look at it though, bro. You got to put a Castle, a fire extinguisher in a truck.
IKB.
That's a good one now, bro. Y'all a good one right now.
You about to get blocked. You about to be permanently banned from this show.
Oh man, y'all stupid, bro.
Don't disrespect the culture, man. Don't disrespect the culture.
I love this damn show, boy. Good God Almighty. I know if I don't laugh all week, I know Sunday night I'm gonna damn laugh, bro.
All right, Terry,
did you mean 1930 kV or did you mean 930 kV? Because I don't even think I've ever heard of a 930 kV.
Yes, a 930. It's a Leopard 4092.
Yeah, Leopard got a 930.
A 930 4092 size motor.
Well, I don't know if it's 4092, but I know they got a 930 and a 920.
That's what he's saying. He said it's a Leopard 4092.
Yeah, if it's a 4092, that's a 8-scale motor. So I don't know. I gotta look at that.
So he might be good with it then.
No, not 930. Not 930 kV. That's not even 1,000 kV. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Aaron Wallace says Castle and Spectrum.
said
We'll
what?
run
Castle
there.
and special.
What
about it?
I'm guessing that's what he's saying. That's the ESCs he like.
Oh, okay.
Because I think oh yeah, Jay Mitch talking about if you rock with Castle, just put it in the chat.
Oh.
But if you go with anybody else, then save your keyboard.
Yo, they do make a 930 kV in the 4092, but
yeah, Terry said he got one.
I wouldn't buy that, bro. Send it back. I would say send it back. And if you want to get a chance to get in the 100, I would look at the 1730 or even the 2080 to get to 100. Otherwise, you're gonna have to run like a huge pinion gear to make that go that 930. And if you got to run a bigger pinion gear, it might be bigger than the damn motor mount. So, and I'm talking about huge 930 kV.
All right. Psycho 73 says, "Hi, Dwayne." Hi, Dwayne for the win.
I'm gonna say one more thing, Terry Mayo. If you still got the stock Habal motor, that might be easier to get 100 miles an hour than that thing, man.
Yeah, because that stock one is the what? 2150?
It's just like probably like 21 or 2000 kV, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so all right, man. Let's get on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to this topic, man. Nitro versus electric. And some of the pros and cons of nitro versus electric. What are y'all thoughts on nitro versus electric? What's the reasons why y'all steered the way that y'all steered on the nitros and then the electric cars? We can start off with Teddy P. Come on with it, Teddy P. I know you didn't have them all.
I think I'm the only one on here who actually currently has any nitro cars. Everybody else is running electric, right?
I had a gas.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind either. I mean, I think that for racing, nitro is definitely one of those things that adds another level to the racing because now it's not just plug and play. You got to be able to tune your motor, make sure it's not getting hot, be able to actually make the mains for the length of time, hit man and everything like that. So I like them both. I mean, I can't say I like one more than the other. It just depends on the scenario. I don't really run my nitros as much as I once did, only because now it's hard to find fuel, and that's definitely a con for it. Another thing too is the motors are very expensive. You're talking about buying an electric motor, $200-300 for something that's expensive. Some of the nitro motors are $600-700. Then you got to buy a pipe on top. Then you buying a clutch and flywheel. So I mean, you might pay $1,000 by the time you're all said and done for a motor combo. And if you don't know how to tune, that's up in smoke. Like I said, the other con for nitro is the noise. A lot of people don't like the noise that they make. But power weight ratio, if you put them on similar setups, like of course if you're going to run something on 12S or 8S against a nitro, it's not going to have a fair chance. But if you're doing 4S against a nitro on the track, it's really hard to beat a nitro just because of the power to weight ratio.
Yeah, and that's a fact, bro. Because when we got a dude named Soup, Cowboy Soup, down here with us. He only run nitro cars, and he hard to beat when we get on that course, bro. His car's slower than everybody car out there, but he is hard to beat, bro. He can get on that throttle, man, and that car stay straight. He go in and out of turns, man. He had them nitros running.
Well, you got to think too. It's just like the weight of it. So you look at an electric car, it might be another 2 pounds heavier than its counterpart in a nitro. So that alone is going to change the driving dynamics of the car. The oils will have to be as heavy, the springs will have to be as heavy. The car's going to be more linear and more nimble in and out of corners. It's going to jump better. It's going to brake better. That's another thing too. You also have dynamic braking because you got mechanical brakes. When you run an electric, you're running everything off the motor. So that's what brings all your heat, is all your braking.
And what I will say, with the nitros from the electrics, it's easier to you got to tune more with a nitro, but the nitro cars you don't have to wait as long as you have to wait for an electric car. And what I mean by that is you can just put gas in it and go. You know what I'm saying? Electric car, you gotta wait on this, you gotta wait on that. And they don't run as hot. Like people be running for 15, 20 minutes and they don't have no overheating issues with the nitros.
If you get them tuned right, you run them around 220 or so. that motor will run for you, for pretty much eternity, especially got like a good oil content fuel. Plus
Mm-hmm.
the torque out of them, like, you look at like electric cars, you see how they jump off the beginning of the faces. The nitros do the same thing. Like you come around the corner slow and it's like a hairpin going to a double. You can double with a nitro all day. They might not be able to get that triple required, but it's more rhythmic. Like when you're driving those, I think it's just more of a rhythm flow instead of just being able to have all the power. It makes you a better driver because now you don't have all that power. So you got to pick and choose your lines a lot differently than you will with electric.
Mm. Makes sense. Makes sense. And when I compare the two, I always come back to the tuning versus just dropping batteries in it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, like with a nitro car, when you buy a nitro car and you bring it out of the box, you can't just take it out of the box, put gas in it, crank it up, and just go around full speed. You got to
Yeah,
know
you have
how
to
to
break it
break it
in.
in right, because if you don't break it in right, the next time you drive it, you're gonna have some issues. Unlike an electric car, when you put the batteries in, it's gonna drive the exact same every single time.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, the temperature changes. I mean, electric does the same thing. If it's cold outside, now I might have to go and adjust some needles, right? But when it's cold outside, I definitely got the advantage if you didn't heat your batteries up. Them batteries ain't gonna put no
Mm,
power out when it's cold outside. Whereas night truck is just needles get a little bit more, a little bit leaner fuel, get the motor hotter. I'm in there, I'm running.
mhm. And like you said earlier, the sound is a big factor as well. The fact that you can just break an electric car out and go outside and nobody will never know you out there running. But a nitro, like if you live in the neighborhood, that you know what I'm saying, especially with older people in your neighborhood, cracking that nitro up at 12 o'clock at night, running up and down the street is, yeah, it's almost a no go.
Yeah, for sure. But that's also another thing that adds to the experience of it too, is the smell and the sound. That's one of the biggest things that attracts me to it, especially as a kid when the older gentlemen used to have them running across in the park, and I'm like, man, that don't sound. What is that over there? And you get over there, you see this little thing, this island, and you see the smoke coming off, you smelling it, burning your eyes and whatnot. And that just added a whole other dimension for me. So I'm a gearhead, so I like that kind of stuff. And I mean, we got different kind of fuels. Especially the two-stroke guys, they run around with that crazy M14 and M16 fuel, M4 fuel. It just smells like amazing.
Hmm. Yep. So longevity, Teddy P, which one you think would last longer? Like, let's just say you don't do no maintenance, right? You just put the batteries in or put the gas in and drive kind of person, and you don't bash hard. You know what I'm saying? You just run around in circles in your backyard in the grass. Which car has the better longevity?
I mean, it depends on the motor, honestly, because some are just better than others. But I definitely have to give it to electric, just because if you're not doing anything too much and the motor never gets really hot, that motor is going to last for 5, 10, 15 years. There's really no wear parts besides the bearing. But nitro motor, there's a lot more. Like you got to take care of it, even if you're not going extreme. You get done running it, you got to make sure that you're putting the piston down at the bottom of the cylinder to make sure that it doesn't cool down around the piston to warp the sleeve. And also, you got to worry about the fact that you got to put oil and stuff in it. You got to take the fuel out of the lines that way it don't gum up. You got to adjust stuff more often because now, even if you're not doing anything crazy, the clutch got to be adjusted. Your brakes got to be adjusted. Your linkages and stuff may get bent, or they might get the springs might get fatigued. They might have a return on it. So there's definitely more maintenance involved in that. So I would definitely say it's more on the electric side for ease of use and longevity.
Mm,
Hmm.
that's what's up. This is pretty interesting, brother. Pretty interesting, and that's why I wish it was. I wish on the panel we did a lot. We did more of us was more familiar with gas. It would be a much better conversation that way. But still a good combo, nonetheless.
So my thing with gas though, it always been from day one. It's been speed. I'm not racing. I'm trying to bash and I'm trying to go as fast as possible. And when I first started in the game, um, I used to think gas was it, and it just electric to me is just faster. It's faster all the way around. But the intangible things about gas is if you do like to wrench, if you do like to tinker and physically touch and tune your car, and you like doing that, I could see that being something that would draw people in. You know, the smell of it. The smell of it is like, I don't know, it's like candy or something. I don't even know. But if they could make, that scent come out of brushless cars instead of that other smell when something burn up, like that
The
would
dirty
be,
foot smell.
yeah. You know what I mean? If you could get that car, if you can get that to come out the tires or something, that'd be dope. But you ain't getting that with an electric. But also, I think electric is cleaner. I feel like the nitro cars is more maintenance that you need to do. You know what I mean? Just from running it. I'm not even talking about through the terrain. I'm just talking about the stuff that comes out of the motor. The
The
oil,
oil.
all that. Like, it kind of sticks to everything. You know what I mean? That would get annoying for me after a while. It's not just the blower, especially if you let it sit. It's like a sticker or something like that. Shit, anything just stick to it. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that I know about that. But I just think electric is just easier to grab and go. Like, it's just easier to approach. Hey, you might have to mess with the internal settings of an ESC for punch control and stuff like that. But that to me versus wrenching is a lot easier to do. You only gotta do it once, where it's like, I guess you guys already talked about it. You have to constantly tune, not constantly, but you had the fact that you have to touch it almost every time to get it to go or perform the way you want it. It's cool, but once you got it, it's locked in. I get it, but it's still like, it's not as simple as electric, in my opinion.
Well, also, I forgot to add one other thing too, is the fact that with nitros, you have very multiple speed transmissions, and that adds another effect too, because now the car has that shifting sound, so that adds to another benefit of the sounds too. So
Nothing sound as good as a nitro. You right about that. Them Jones sound nice. They smell good.
no,
Especially them two speeds. I like them two speeds. They be like, but
yeah,
I will say though, for me, after a while, it gets annoying.
It's like a
It gets
loud
annoying.
bumblebee.
Yeah, it when it first come on, like especially the gas cars. I hate the sound of the gas car. The nitro is a little bit. It got a little bit more of a whine to it. It sounds like like you could compare it to a dirt bike or something like that. But the gas car is horrible. But even the nitros, after a while, man, after hearing it for so long, you just be like, bro, when they cut it off, you be like, hell yeah, good, cut that shit off.
Man, let me tell you something. Them suckers annoying as soon as they pull them out the back of their truck. Oh, I got my nitro car. I got my. I'm like, please don't. Please don't.
And I know it's one thing we didn't talk about. And I know we talking about nitro, but if we're gonna put nitro and gas together, the runaway situation with gas cars and nitro sometimes. But I'll primarily, I think nitro. Okay, I could deal with a runaway somewhat, but you get a 5T running away from you, dog. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've had like I had a Dune runner run away from me twice. The Red Cat Dune runner. People talk about kill switches and stuff like that, and I'm not saying that kill switches don't work, but in the situations I've been in, people talk about killer bee and all this stuff, and like, I can't just talk crazy about it. It might have been user error, but man, if your kill switch ain't working, and it seemed like a lot of people, it even seemed like experienced people who got kill switches. I think I just saw a post yesterday. Somebody said they had a kill switch involved, and I think it was like an MCD. It was like on one of the MCD Facebook groups. He said he hit a ravine and it flipped over and stopped close to somebody's car, but he said he had a kill switch on his car. Like with the gas, if your little battery died and that receiver loses signal and you ain't got that shit set up right, oh my god.
yeah, but you can have the same thing electric too. That's why it's important
Yeah,
to make sure your radio's set up,
yeah,
because let's say your radio goes out of range and your battery's still charged up, and the last signal it got was I'm full throttle. That thing is going to keep going full throttle.
yeah. I've seen that
So
too.
I mean, that goes on both sides. Like I said, I definitely see it more on the electric than the gas side than doing it
Yeah,
on the electric side. But it's definitely still something to worry about, and making sure your radio's set properly. That's why I always do a check on that before I actually go outside of the car. I turn it off with the implement on the stand and make sure everything reverts back to a neutral position. Because if not, you're gonna check that. You get a new bill, you put it out there. All of a sudden, something happens, and here you go. And things getting ran over, or it's running into something, destroying itself.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it more in gas than electric. I ain't saying that it can't happen with electric, but
And also doing range check too. Like, a lot of times this comes down to people running stuff. A guy that's running nitro or running two stroke, they might not even have charged their batteries in a while because they were so busy wrenching on something that was a problem when he was at the track or last time they had it out. So now the last thing on their mind is, hey, I need to charge my receiver pack, or hey, I need to charge my radio batteries or whatever. You know what I mean? Or change them, keep them up to spec. So if that happens, your range is going to decrease regardless. Because now you might be running, your receiver at 6 volts if you're running, double A's. If you're running a 7.4 pack, if it drops down to 5.6 or something, your receiver is not going to be able to, receive as far as it would if it had its full voltage. And the same goes for your transmitter.
Now, He-Man Shine is making a valid point right here. He said, I've seen electric cars go over 180 miles an hour, but I don't know what the top speed for a nitro car hit.
I mean, they've been over 120, 130. I mean, it's not like they're that far behind. I'm talking about, 50 miles an hour is definitely an increase, but you can still do stuff with nitros and two strokes to make them fast. It just costs a lot of money.
Especially them two strokes. But some of them Taylor motors be $3,700, bro. Them ALX and Supremes and all them stuff, man. Them motors be high as hell, bro.
Well, even like a nitro motor, if you get one, let's say you right now you get a brand new nitro motor, you get like, let's say, what do you call it? What's that company? The Blueheads, OS. You get an OS motor, or you get like a Pico motor, or what's the other one? Novarossi or whatever. The motor's, like I said, $800-900. So now you take that motor and you send it out to somebody and have them modded. They're gonna charge you another $400. They talking about $1,300 just for this with no pipe. So now you gotta go get somebody to get you a pipe and a header. So now the pipe and the header is going to run you about another $200-300. Now we're saying, okay, the clutch you got on it is not going to be able to hold that power you got to make out of this motor. So now you got to go get a Syntax clutch, or you're going to get some high crazy springs on, some aluminum shoes or carbon shoes. Another $150. So yeah,
that's way more expensive than a damn electric.
Yeah, because there's more components. Like on electric, you're just dealing with a motor, a gear, and a gear. You're not dealing with braking. You're not dealing with clutches. You're not dealing with, carburetors. That's another thing too. Even down to the carburetor, you might get the carburetor modded too. Mod the motor, mod the carburetor, or you buy a different carburetor. OS carbs, always one of the best ones out there. But you look at them guys though. They run drag races with them rotary motors and nitro. They going faster than electric. They're going 1.3s for the years. You're just getting the 1.3s with 7 scales with 12S power.
Wow. Psycho 73 saying, oh, there's a big difference between nitro and gas, though. I think for this conversation, the nitro gas,
it might be later in gas.
Yeah, they're in our minds the same. I mean, not the same, but we're putting them both in the same category because they both loud. They both got motors. They both got exhaust pipes. This, then the third. Just the fuel is a little bit different. You got to do different stuff to them versus an electric. So I think for this particular subject matter, they falling into the same.
Well, they certainly are the same because they're both two strokes. And the difference is the kind of fuel they run. Like one's going to run gasoline, which is less octane or less potency. But the reason why they run nitro in the smaller motor is because it's such a small motor. You can get like 3 or 4 times the amount of power running that type of fuel. Versus if you ran it on gasoline, like Losi had a gasoline motor. It looked just like a nitro motor back in the day. But now you need an ignition system versus a glow plug. So it adds more complexity and more cost.
Dang. So if you look at, let's just say like the average cost of an electric car is $600.
Mm-hmm.
What's the average cost of a nitro car or a gas car?
If you're going cheap, you can get a Red Cat. You can get Lightning for like $250. Get Earthquake or something like that. And it's something cheap. But if you want something quality, it's not even coming anything that you can buy all ready to run. It's going to be something that you got to piece together. You're going to buy a kit. You're going to buy a motor. You're going to buy a pipe. You're going to buy everything in pieces, a la carte.
Right.
So at that point, you're spending $2,000-$3,000 just to get started. You don't need a bump box because half the motors don't, like real motors that people are running that have power. They don't want any parasitic drag, so they don't use pull starts. They don't use roto starts. It's gonna be a bump box you got to buy.
So then here's, I guess, you know what? Okay. So if you look at the history of RC, mostly everybody was running the rooms back in the days, and you gonna spend what, $400, $500 on a car?
You can get a JATO back. JATOs are still out. What are they, like $489 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's $500, and you still got to put it together.
No, if you buy a JATO, like I said, you can definitely get into the ready to run scene, but it's not gonna be anything that's like crazy fast. You get JATO with 2-speed, you can get 70 miles an hour out of it.
Okay, but before the ready to run, before they start doing ready to run, you gonna spend how much on a car?
Like I said, probably like $600-$700 to get started without bump boxes and stuff. Like I said, if you're running pull start motors, you'd be all right.
Right.
But if they're performance motors, they're not gonna have that kind of stuff.
So what Trax has been the company to start the ready to run space, and they're charging what they're charging. I now understand why they charge what they charge for a ready to run car, because most people who came into this hobby are already used to spending $600-$700 on a car that you got to put together, and it's loud. So now here they come saying, "Hey, we'll put the car together for you, and out the box you only got to spend $500." So for somebody who's already in that space, it's a win for them.
Yes and no, because a lot of times when you get in kits, you're usually getting better quality parts because they're not going to skimp with giving you whatever junk motor they want to give you because they want to cut costs to keep it at a price point. It's the same thing with ready to run electric. Electric is fast. You can go to Armor out the box, 60 miles an hour. You got the little mini max doing over 60 miles an hour out the box, but it's not top quality stuff. And they're cutting corners to allow it to even do that. Like cutting holes in the window. I think that's inexcusable to have a system inside of a car. And you got to cut a hole in the window, ready to run out the box. You're telling me that I need to do that. It's inexcusable.
Give me a fan. We talked about that before you came. Before you came in, Ted. We talked about that about the cut in the window. And whoever sent me that picture, I can't. I don't see it. They said they sent it on Messenger. I don't see it on my computer. Let's see if it's on my phone.
But you know what you can do with those things. Like you got an electric car, you buy one and you do your own thing to it. You know for sure nobody coming out with a stock one is standing next to you.
Right. True. That's true. UDRC says good old Mugen Ninja MR Whitehead on 2-speed. Dion Freeman says spring on the carburetor, never have a runaway. UDRC says electric is cleaner. I fit into electric heavy when my daughter was born to avoid dirty hands with the oils, etc. I do love the sound of 2 or 3 speed. Okay. Dion Freeman says return spring. UDRC says exactly. Oh, he's saying he agreeing with Dion on the return springs. He-Man Sean says with electric, I can bring my music and drive, but once somebody pull up that nitro car, I can't enjoy my music. That's true. Brandon Singles is asking who remembers the Nitro Stampede. He said that truck sucks. Dion Freeman is agreeing with him. He-Man Sean saying dollar for dollar sounds like electric wins. Less headache, less maintenance, less worrying about storing gas, although lipos are dangerous too. UDRC is agreeing with you, Teddy, 1,000%. UDRC says JATO 3.3 is a great first nitro, fast. Dion Freeman says R&B, Pico, OS motors, etc. Brandon Singleton says the Revo 3.3 is good. Coach Monte says, for me, it's about simplicity, so I will stick to electric. 3 or 4 years from now, maybe a different story. Travis says nitro is just more realistic. There y'all go.
All right, they're gonna hold in the window right there for everybody who ain't seen it.
Yeah.
See it, J. Mitch?
Well, that was a good point he made too about it being more realistic, because the driving characteristics, they'll wheelie, but they won't wheelie like electric car. Electric cars wheelie and flip over in the back or do a standing backflip. What car do you know in the world, no matter how much power they put into it, they're into a big ass monster truck that's doing backflips from a standstill?
None of them.
Wait, that's a stock hole?
Yeah, that's a stock hole.
Damn.
So you can include that little $15 fin that y'all sell. It's already at $300. Like, come on $350, whatever it is. You can include that little $15 fin on the motor and on the EST.
And dog, that body, it don't look XRT-ish. Don't it kind of look like a Mini Max body with a little cage? I don't know.
Like I said, it's dope. I definitely can say that they did better than they did last time, because what they put out for the Max was abysmal versus what they put out this time. Look like they learned from what they put out, and they made the right corrections to make this one at least something that's viable for people to buy and be happy with it without really doing too much.
Yeah, and that's what I said. That's what I said, Teddy P. Before you came on, I said to me, the Mini Max it was a flop compared to this right here. It was definitely a flop compared to this right here. With all the problems that everybody had. You know what I'm saying? Me, I didn't have no problem with mine because I didn't run mine hard with the stock setup. I didn't run mine hard until I swapped everything out. But yeah,
I'm still mad they got
this
them planetary gears in there too, though. Like, why can't we get diffs? Like, it's the same thing you selling in the Slash, or you selling in the Rustler, or you selling in all your other temp scale stuff. That's what you got in there. You touting as a temp scale driveline. Give me what you are using and everything else. Don't put this stuff that came out of a damn 1982 Rustler in there.
They asked Jay Mitchell about it. He told them, don't worry about it.
He was a product tester.
Yeah. He was checking it out. OG Paperboy says, I thought the XRT had breather holes on the hood.
Yeah, the real XRT do. That little front scoop is a breather hole.
Well, they had that on the Mini too?
I don't know.
Obviously, on the Mini too.
Obviously not if they got that fat ass hole in the front windshield.
I think it just wasn't enough air with that scoop they had, because it's scaled down. I believe it has that hole, unless it's just like there but not actually cut out. But I think it got that little vent in the middle of the hood.
They made it easier for people so they don't have to cut it out themselves.
Just give me a roller. I'll take it as a roller. I'll put my own electronics in there to never overheat.
Yeah, we were saying because that that shit got a 25-2 pin in there.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't seen all the run videos we've seen. We haven't seen one overheat yet. We haven't seen one break. I would say it's probably about a good 9, maybe 10 run videos out there. We haven't seen it overheat, and we haven't seen it break yet.
It's a cool little truck, but I just, I think they just, at this point, I know we talk about pricing. If you want it, you're going to buy it, but it's just pricing itself out against his own competition. Like he said, the Rustler's only $30 more. Do I need to have a mini car? I'll just get the Rustler's tried and true, plus heavy duty parts on it. It's the same system, same shocks, better diffs. One thing has against it basically is the body has the old style clipless, whereas this new one's easier.
See, but see with this truck and the price, I think the Mini Max was focused more towards the beginners. But I think this truck right here is focused more towards guys like us, bro. Guys like us who already got 1,000 RC cars. We already got the we already got Typhons. We already got Rustlers. We already had this and had that. I think it's geared more towards us kind of our kind of guys than beginners.
I get that. I get it. I guess I definitely think they did a good job on it. I just don't think that so the numbers right now, man. OT Genesis for me, they need to cut it.
Katie Garcia says it does have a hood scoop, and they cut out the back window. Reeds RC in the building. What's cracking? So
it's something to that. They did all that for air. It is something to that. That's not normal. That's definitely not normal.
Them VXLs overheat like crazy. You ever had a Rustler and run it on that 3S with that gear they tell you? You make one pass, you come back, that motor 250 degrees.
Hey, but you know what though, Ted? That's how I feel about the Corrali stock setup. Because 6S with the Corrali stock setup, I've never ran a full pack through a 6S Corrali car on 6S. I ran some full packs on 4S, but not on 6S. Every time I run them on 6S, they overheat every single time.
Yeah, that definitely is something that is heartbreaking in a way. You want to go out, you run your car, all of a sudden, especially where y'all at, your temperature is a little different than ours. But it's one of those things you kind of gotta step it back a little bit to allow it to do what it's going to do, to not overheat. But then it kind of takes away what it's supposed to be.
Facts.
Man, that'd be decent if they start selling like cars for different climates and already geared for that area. Like, listen, you're gonna be in 115-degree weather. Okay, cool. We'll give you a different motor setup in here and exclusive to your area. That way, now you can run it in hotter weather and still get the same speed as somebody that's in the colder climate without overheating, without you having to actually open that up. But they ain't gonna think into it that far.
They're not.
No, they make it easy though by selling them as rollers. You do what you're gonna do to it anyway.
I mean, especially if you're talking about it's ready to run. If it's ready to run, it's ready to run in your climate. You know what I mean? Well, I guess wherever you tested it. I mean, Texas gets pretty warm too. But
Boy, Texas needs some 5-tooth pinions. Sheesh.
You would think nothing will overheat coming out of there if you're testing it right.
You would think.
That's a fact. Because, boy, yeah, so that Texas heat is different. That Texas heat is different. That Texas and that Arizona heat is different. Mm-hmm. But all right, y'all. So anybody in the chat got anything else to say about nitros and electrics? Because if not, we just gonna freestyle it on out. I got the Bill series tonight. So we can go from there. Hey Ted.
Yes, sir.
I put on there. I got the 5400 kV. I put that 22 tooth on there. On 2S, man, it still feels slow to me, bro.
Well, those cars, you got to kind of run turbo timing and stuff too. So them other motors really need an EST that can really do 45, 60 degrees of timing. Not saying you're going to use all of it, but you want to have something that can give you that because that's where your boosting speeds going to come.
Yeah, because on 3S it's fast. Mm-hmm. But I think 3S might be too much for that 5400 kV. You think?
Nah. I'm running 3S on 7700s and you can definitely run it on there.
Yeah, because on 2S, bro, that thing is a turtle sneller.
IKB TV saying you got to have at least one gas, one electric to fully enjoy the best of both worlds. Champion is saying, yeah, I walked 2 of those nitro gas power cars this weekend at my bash. Excuse me. Reeves RC says my first nitro was the Warhead Evo from Duratrax, and that truck was a pain.
See, they talk about stuff I've never even heard of.
Wow.
Warhead Evo.
On that 5700, I don't know if it's not a Castle one, is it?
Nah, it's a hobby wing, 5400 hobby wing.
What's the max RPM? Because usually those smaller Canes, the max RPM is 100,000. So on 3S, you're still within spec under, 30% under. You're like 71,000 with no turbo timing.
I don't know. I know the turbo timing is up to 11 point something, folks.
All right, Deion Freeman says I've had my share of both worlds. Back then, it was Edison versus the gas company. Salty Stein says, yeah, earplugs should come standard with the purchase of a nitro and gas RC. Yeah, because they loud. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh, they loud.
Them gas get you kicked out the HOA real quick. Mess around with that.
Them gas, boy, they be, especially when you get them big block motors like them Taylor motors and all them Supremes and ALXs and stuff, boy, them shits be loud as hell, boy.
And then you just got to stay on it.
Because you can't hold those motors wide open. They'll blow them up. You got to be on and off. You got to unload them and load them. If not, they blow up.
You know what would be pretty tight with them? Just leave them at the house. Just leave them at the house.
I'm doing like that.
We would not be upset if all the gas nitro people just left their cars at home. Cause you could be talking to somebody like how we talking right now, and as soon as them jokers start them cars up, now I got to yell at the person I was just having a decent conversation with. Whoo, boy.
Yeah, but that also, makes you perfect your craft too, because we can have the same exact setup, everything. Whereas in electric is like, okay, cool. You kind of like who's gonna have the fastest reaction time is kind of who's gonna win in the most part. If you got everything identical, batteries and everything. But nitro is like you ain't turn them needles the same way I turn my needles. I'm gonna bust your ass every time.
And the eardrums.
Oh yeah.
Eardrum.
Aaron Wallace says, I wouldn't mind the HPI RS4 Nitro. Salty Stain says, yep, earplugs and Tylenol. That part. OG Paperboy says, I'm straight on the weed whackers, electric all day.
Weed whackers.
Says, oh, he said, I'm right. I'm crazy, but I'm right. Yeah, man. Woo. And Teddy, I'm surprised you don't naturally talk louder because you probably used to being around them loud cars. But you talk regular. All right.
Man, my hearing, I don't think it has went as of yet. I mean, my other profession was, doing car stereo. I thought I'd have been deaf by now.
That part.
Yeah, I feel like that about CJ car. I feel like if I just sit in CJ car and he turn the radio up, I'm gonna go deaf.
Boy, that he got Willie B in his trunk. He-Man Sean says, which one and the ladies like? Huh? Okay. Champion says, explain that a little more, Teddy.
About?
I think what you were saying about adjusting the needle or something.
Oh yeah, I mean, if my tune is better than your tune, or my clutches are set and adjusted in a different way than your clutches are adjusted, I'm smacking you. It's what it is. Like, my motor is going to be stronger than yours because it's going to have a better tune. It's like you go down the drag strip. You might have went down to the same guy to get your motor built, and then you go see a different tuner. This car makes 1,500 horsepower, or this car makes 1,000 horsepower.
That part. Joey Ace in the building. What's good? Thanks for joining.
What up, Joey?
And just the FYI, we appreciate all y'all for joining and watching. If this is your first time, thanks for coming. And if this is your 105th time, third time, whatever time, we appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Now smash that damn thumbs up. Wipe your feet before you come into my house, man. Hit that thumbs up button, man. Let's go.
Oh, Joy A said he just subscribed. Yes, sir. Yes, indeedy.
Where Doc and Dave and Reggie at tonight?
I don't know. Oh no, I ain't heard from Dave in a few days. I don't know what's up with Dave.
Well, I hope he alright. If he's listening.
Oh yeah, man. I'm ready to see what else new coming out, bro. Because I got Traxxas XRT Mini Me for 2025 RC of the year.
Yeah,
that's a strong statement just for seeing it.
I stand on that too.
Oh no, listen, you may as well be right. You know what I mean? But we still got another half year to go. You know how it goes. Like everybody play that 1-up game at this point.
Yeah. But you gotta be 1-up. You got to be 1-up. You can't come. And that's the only thing about what I'm saying. Like looking forward to Armor. We know. Well, I ain't gonna say we know, but we got a strong idea that it's gonna be the Typhon is gonna get the uplift, the facelift, and the Mojave gonna get the facelift. Will I put those cars at RC of the year? Nah, I wouldn't. It's gonna have to just really just amaze the fuck out of me for me to move those two cars that we've already had basically into RC of the year. Especially with me, if they drop the Mojave and the Typhon redo for the 6, I'm getting both of them. But immediately before I even run it, I'm snatching systems out of both of them because I know what I want to run in my Mojave and I know what I want to run in my Typhon.
What if they freak the game out and come out with now the new hobby wing instead of being Spectrum branded? They actually say, you know what, we're going to give you one that's all out, give you like a Max 5 or a G2 plus. What would you do then?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you though. The G2, the new G2, bro, it's fast, but it ain't fast as that new Spectrum that's inside of that Creighton. That Creighton 6 has EXB in that pink Creighton. It ain't that fast, bro.
So
It ain't that
I
fast.
don't understand why you would want to change it out, because whatever they did to this latest batch of ESCs, I'm Castle all day, but with my Notorious, I ain't even think about changing that setup that's in there.
And James, that's because a Notorious runs differently.
Well,
It
even the
reacts
Creighton
different.
though, even the Creighton is still
It don't.
good.
Yeah, even the Creighton, they don't need to have that boosted upgrade. But to me, that Typhon is gonna need it, and that Mojave is gonna need it.
The Typhon is smaller. The Typhon is
Yeah,
about the size of a Notorious, so I would think that thing will be beasting out with that setup.
but the delivery is different. Jay Mitch, the delivery is different from a buggy to a truggy or a buggy to a stunt truck. The power delivery is a little bit different. Your stunt trucks, bro. As soon as you bleep the throttle, you can put 4S in there. As soon as you bleep the throttle, what is it doing? It's standing up like this.
It's a higher center of gravity.
Exactly. So it's not going to perform the way that buggy is not going to perform the way that I like.
You
You know what I'm
like
saying? Now,
your buggies the wheelie?
I like my buggy to be wild, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
like my
mean,
buggy to be
it can
damn
be
near like
wild,
a.
but it don't have to necessarily wheelie. So you racing with it, right? So don't you want a buggy to stay on the ground? You don't want to have a Notorious buggy.
Yeah, I do. I do. I
Notorious
do.
buggy.
Hey,
If you
but I
racing,
got my but I
if
got my
you
buggy. I got my buggy for racing. I have my two buggies for racing.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? So if this new buggy I get, I wanted to be up the bunkers. I wanted to stand up. I wanted to double, triple backflip. I wanted to be crazy, bro.
a buggy.
A buggy. Like my typing. I built my typing to be sick. I now I know that I gotta put some good tires on there because it's gonna bust them. As soon as I hit the throttle hard. I like the backflip, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love to hit doubles. Doubles that do something to me when I can hit a double backflip. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And go
Joey
ahead, Rob.
Ace is asking where's everybody from? Me and Gap from Atlanta. Well, right outside of Atlanta. Because we were told by a rapper that where we from is not Atlanta. So we outside of Atlanta. She said
Uh,
Decatur is not Atlanta.
South
Teddy,
Philly. South Philly,
Yeah.
we kill at will.
PHILLY.
Northwest, southwest, south side.
We from where the Bulls and the Jones and the dickheads is from.
In the
the
water.
balls, the balls and the Jones, the balls and the Jones. But that's how I
Balls,
separate
the
y'all. But
Bulls
the
and the
ball,
Jones.
balls and the Jones.
We where you get a cheesesteak where it just has cheese and steak, not green peppers, onions, mushrooms, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles,
Hey, you know that's
relish.
crazy, bro. Because
Like you
Jamie,
don't do all that shit.
I don't like my cheesesteak with all that stuff on it. I like meat and cheese, bro. That's
It's
it.
called a
That's all I
cheese
like on
steak. It ain't called a cheese mushroom. If you want a mushroom cheese steak, you get a mushroom cheese steak. If you want a pepper steak, you order a pepper steak. Like I hate when I be going places and they be like, official Philly cheesesteak with bell peppers and lettuce and tomatoes and onion. I'm like, where? This ain't no official damn cheesesteak.
See, another thing that get overlooked out of the Philadelphia cheesesteaks is the fact that our water is different than everybody else's. So our
Mhm.
bread tastes different than everybody else's.
So
So the
who you
bread makes
picking,
the
Cassidy
sandwich.
or Freeway?
Huh?
I mean, that's a whole
Cassidy or
different.
Freeway?
I take Freeway for an
Free
album, but I'll take Cassidy for what I mean.
for
I want
battle
to sick him
rapping.
on somebody. Yeah, I sick him on somebody, but his albums I ain't listening to.
Hmm.
Mm.
Interesting. J Mitch, who you going with?
Free.
Oh, okay. All right.
He going with beanie season.
I take Beans on everybody.
Yeah, definitely. He'd have went out the city, bro.
Yeah,
Like, if
he
he wouldn't
would.
have been doing what he did, listen, he was better than everybody he was on the label with, honestly.
Yeah, he was nicer than Jay. Jay started stealing his style. We ain't gonna talk about
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
Jay
Well,
Like,
yeah,
Jay ain't that nice to me.
yeah.
He ain't that nice to me.
Don't sleep
Yeah.
on Jay. I ain't gonna say Jay ain't nice, but
I ain't sleeping on him, bro. He just
you
see
certain.
you gotta remember our culture. Uh Jay Mitch. See, we wasn't accepted in the hip hop, bro. You know when they started calling southern rap hip hop, they started calling southern rap hip hop when the South took over and the hip hop was dying when we saved it. When the South saved hip hop, that's when they started uh uh calling us hip hop artists. Before that, we was just country ass rappers.
we couldn't
So
understand the goddamn thing y'all was saying.
yeah, and that's how we felt the same way. We vibe with up north rappers when we didn't know nothing about Scooby Doo's and some of the stuff they be talking about and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
It's
So
definitely cultural. I mean, when it comes
yeah,
to the different areas.
Definitely, he's always been that way though.
But I mean, it's
It
just
was
that the
just
East
within.
Coast was just like we set the trend so much on everything. Like,
Mhm,
think about it. Everybody in videos, niggas still wearing Timbs. That was a New York thing. New York and
mhm.
Philly. Timbs all day. Set the trends on a lot of stuff. But you know,
what the hell?
I love down south music. I never was against it. I used to listen to all of them. David
Mhm.
Banner, ATLians, everybody. I didn't care who it was, honestly. Like, if it's good music, I would vibe what you're saying. And
Yeah,
the beat is good, I'm with it. I
that's
was
like
never like too much about, oh, you ain't from here, I ain't listening to it.
nah, never that. I remember I was listening to I was a big Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. I loved the West Coast. Some of the Texas stuff I was liking. I
Pimp C
like
and all them
everything.
UGK.
Yeah, UGK. Like yeah.
Listen to David Banner, Paul Wall, Millionaire.
So it's Biggie in
Master
your
P
top five?
everywhere. Who?
Is
Biggie.
big in my top
Of
five.
course. Big number
Oh,
one. For me.
number one.
For me. I grew up with that. Big. Big
And
hits.
also,
That was like in my 93, 94. I was in high school. Like I was in middle school, high school, dog. Like that was
Okay, so just out of
look, we ain't
curiosity.
gonna make this into a hip
No,
hop.
no. You're right. But I do have to ask this. All right. How do you say he is your number one and he only had 2 albums? But let's say 3, because that second one was a double album.
Who was more impactful to the culture? Y'all talking about numbers. Everybody always talk about numbers.
No.
Let's talk about impact to the culture. When I
No, I'm asking
Mhm.
you, how do you make him your number one and he only had
how
2
how
albums?
he personally impacted my culture when I was growing up, and how he
Okay.
impacted the game. He
For
impacted the
you.
game for
For you.
everybody.
No,
For every all
not for
the rappers
everybody.
in the game was impacted by Biggie at the time that he was alive. They was New
Not
York was
Biggie. That was Puffy's influence. There's a big
whoever
difference.
they was, but
That's a
Biggie
big
was the
difference.
mouthpiece. Big was the mouthpiece.
let
Well,
me ask you a question. Did you ever buy
he said
the
some things, huh?
Did you ever buy the Life at the Death album?
I did.
Did you buy it more than once?
No.
Because I know that was like the one CD that kept getting stolen out of my car, no matter how many times I bought it. Somebody always found a way to be sticky fingers and get that joint up out of there. I probably bought that about 10 times.
And that was up there. Down here, no, it wasn't like that.
I would say for
Yeah.
me it was Ready to Die. I bought a couple of them. And my Life After Death, I wasn't letting that out. No, I still got my Life After Death double disc. Still got that. I still got all my CDs actually. I might even have some mixtapes from back in there. I definitely got some cassettes. So I might have some of them cassettes when you used to record on the radio when your
Off the
song
radio.
came on the radio. I might
Mhm.
still have some of them Jones. And when I
You got
found
your
out how
own
you
Quiet Storm?
could record over like your mom Luther Vandross tape. When I found out
What's
how to
up?
Yep.
do
Piece of
that,
paper in there?
yep,
We
put the
put that
piece of
paper in
paper in
the
there.
end.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Got to get creative with it, bro.
Then the
Got to
tape
get
pop,
creative.
and I figured out how to fix the tape pop. I
Yeah.
was on some
Scotch tape.
MacGyver. Yeah, I was using fingernail polish to fix my Jones.
hmm when somebody pull out a string out, get you a pencil, stick it in there, and twist the string back.
Mm-hmm. I'll
Twist the
fuck it.
string back,
Mess around.
baby.
I go down there and find a VCR. Maybe no. I ain't gonna find that. I think I got rid of that. But I know I still got some VHSs.
Mm.
And I definitely, you know what? I know I still got the purple tape. Y'all know what the purple tape is, right?
You talking about
Cameron?
Big Mo?
No, I'm talking about Raekwon, only built for Q and Links.
Yeah,
Purple
That's
tape.
exactly.
Yeah.
I say Cam had one too. Purple tape, pink tape. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
See, and that's what I'm saying. See, like that
Redman had
stuff,
the red tape. I
that
got that.
that stuff down here, it had to be a real hip hop head. See what I'm saying? Because like Raekwon, I never heard nothing Raekwon made.
What?
I've never heard, yeah,
You
because
never
You
heard
do
Ice
yourself a
Cream? You never
disservice.
heard Ice Cream?
I heard the radio songs, yes, the radio songs I've heard, but Raekwon album, I've never listened to a Raekwon album, never. I've never listened to a Wu Tang album. I've never listened to the only album I've heard from up north a lot of is Nas and Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Everybody else is I didn't hear a Jay-Z album until the Blueprint because my culture was totally different, bro. I didn't understand what they was doing. Just how they wrote us off because they didn't understand what we were saying. So I didn't my it was different for me. I didn't grow up on only songs I knew was the songs that played on the radio. If the song didn't play on the radio, I don't know it at all. Now Rattle was more of a hip hop head than I was, so Rattle heard a lot of the stuff. But like when you get past like Sugar Hill Gang and LL Cool J and Run DMC, when you get past that era, I didn't hear nothing from New York, bro. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my car, I'm gonna have my CDs going, and you won't hear not a one song from up north, bro. And I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. My shit was country rap tunes, bro. That's it. UGK, 8 Ball, MJG, Outkast, anything from the South, bro. I didn't even listen to West
I'm
Coast.
thinking about like even before, like I'm thinking like even Dr. Dre when all them hit, like in 92, 93. Y'all ain't hear none of that.
I didn't.
When Snoop first album came out,
Yeah, that
Snoop.
was
I
that
heard
was it
Snoop.
oh
right
my
I
there.
heard
god,
I heard Doggy Style. I heard Doggy
oh
Style.
Doggy
I heard
Style,
I heard Doggy Style. I heard
Doggy
Doggy
Style,
Style.
one of
That
my
was
favorite albums.
yeah. That
I
was
put
that was
that
my shit
on,
too.
it's over.
What
Like
about Digital Underground? You listen to Digital Underground and
Digital
that?
Underground.
Listen to
The
that.
certain songs, like I said. Oh, and I listen to a lot of Tribe Called Quest. I will
Tribe,
say
I could
I
do
listen
some
to a lot
tribe.
of Tribe Called Quest because my brother really liked them, so I was turned on to some of their music. You know what I'm saying at an early age, but mostly, bro, telling you down here mostly it was Southern music, bro. That's all it was, bro. Southern
Mm.
music.
And
If you're not listening
if
to the
you,
radio, go ahead,
and I will say if you go back to that time, that era of music, whether it's north, south, east, west, whatever, and you got two Super Blue 10s or two Super Blue 12 just bumping, Southern music sounded way better coming through them big speakers than anybody else. So that's what we play because it sound good. Like just if you take out the lyrics, just listen to the tracks. You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Mhm. And that's just what I'm saying. That's just what we like I said what we came before I could listen to cuss music, bro. I was listening to Booty Shake. I would listen to Kilo Ali.
You said
What's your
cuss
boy
music.
name?
You said before
Yeah,
you could listen to cuss
music.
music.
Yeah, before you could listen to it and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to hide and listen to that stuff.
I was never
So
getting
when
away
you
with it, dog. In my house, my mom and my step pop, they was not playing that. I could listen. Only things I could listen to was like Boys the Men and Jodeci. You know what I mean? I could listen to that stuff. But
So,
you remember that Columbia House Hustle used to like get all the it'd be like 10 CDs, 10 tapes for like a penny or some shit for free. I had all them tapes and I had put the Biggie on one day, and my pop came home. He was like, what is that? I was like, he took the tape from me. He took the tape from me. I had to wait till he forgot that he had took it from me, and then I stole it back. Like he wasn't playing with that. Like they was playing.
And so before I could listen to the cuss music like that, it was all like Raheem the Dream, Sammy Sam. And I know these are a lot of artists y'all probably never heard of. Kilo Ali, the clean Luke Skywalker songs,
Mm.
69 Boys clean version. You know what I'm saying? It was more stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then every now and then you would hear LL Cool J or Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? Or KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? You would hear one of their songs every now and then, but it was mostly booty shake shit. Then when I got to where I could listen to, when I started listening, the first album I really heard a lot of people just crazy cussing on was NWA.
Mm.
That was the first album that I heard that was nigga. They was fuck the police and nigga, bitch, hoe ass, puss ass, punk ass, boy. Ooh, excuse my language, but I'm tripping. I'm thinking we having a regular conversation.
Somehow you really feel, Gap. Somehow you really feel.
But you know what I'm saying? That was the first time, you know what I'm saying? I really heard that type of music. And even with that music, it resonated, but it didn't resonate like a 8 Ball and MJG, like a Outcast,
Mm-hmm.
like a UGK. You know what I'm saying? Like a whatever. You know what I'm saying? It did something totally different for me. But
See,
here no there.
I'm from the era when hell and damn was a curse word, and then when the first time you wasn't around your parents and you said a cuss word and you was the first one to say it, all your friends be like, "Oh, you cussed, like you cursing, ooh, like you know what I mean?" They telling on you, like I don't give a fuck, my mom ain't here. And then your
Look,
neighbor
why
Miss
you looking over
Johnson
your
hear you
shoulder?
talking that shit, be like, "What, boy? What'd you just say?" Nothing, Miss Johnson.
All right, man. We're gonna show this bill right quick. It's already getting close to the end. So I'm gonna go over another one of my bills. This is one of my favorite bills. This is a Armor Fire Team 6S. Mine is called the T2. And the reason because of the reason I call it T2 is because of the paint scheme. It's like this. It's a silver paint scheme. So I was thinking of on Terminator 2 the bad guy, whatever the bad guy name on Terminator 2 was. This is him. Because he had the red eyes with and he was when he got hot or something he was silver. So that's my Terminator 2 body, custom painted. The paint is Spastics. I use Spastics red, and for the body, it's for the bars, and then I used Spastics chrome for the body, and it's backed. I think it's backed in black. Yeah, I backed it in black. As you can see, all the rails around the whole car is painted or painted red. I also did the painter's pins. I did the chrome painter's pins on the wheels. The wheels are the Armor Backflip 4S. So I did the painter's pin, the chrome painter's pin in there to match the body. Um, Yep, this is one of my favorite rigs, man. I love the fire team. It's very, very doable. You can do backflips with it. You can race. The only thing that I didn't like about the fire team right out of the box was the wheels. The wheels didn't offer a lot of traction, and that was to keep the truck from rolling over. But I'm a pretty good driver, so I can keep it from rolling over just with the thumbstick, with the stick skills or whatever the case may be. But like I said, this is one of my favorite trucks, the Armor Fire Team.
Is that a
As you
hobby
can
wing
see,
in there?
as you can see, I matched the red with the anodized aluminum stuff in there, so that makes it stand out a little bit more, make it a little bit nicer. The rear servo for the slider for the brake, I don't use that. It's in there, but I don't use that at all. My setup is a Castle 1650 with the Mumble Monster 8S ESC. I only run this truck on 6 and sometimes 7S, most of the time just 6S. But I have the 1650 Hobby Wing. I mean 1650 Castle. What is that? The 1717 1650. I'm running a 21 tooth pinion. So on 4S and 6S, this thing runs forever and it don't overheat or anything like that. We got EC5 connectors on there. I'm still running the stock servo. The stock servo does excellent for me. I'm still running the stock servo, and I also have my receiver is the AVC Spectrum receiver, and it's hooked up to my IXSR radio. Um, and that's about it, man. This thing is a beast. It has no major updates or upgrades. Y'all know the fire team, they used a lot of the EXB parts to build a fire team anyway, like the chassis braces and stuff. They're all EXBs. But I have not done anything other than just motor ESC and body work on it. And this thing is the beast, man. This is one of my favorite RCs. This is an RC that will always be in my collection. As long as I can keep this body in decent shape, it is the RC that I will always have. And it's one of the best bashing RCs that you can find. Even if you one of them kind of guys who like to really send it, a lot of people was having issues with like their bearings and some of the stuff when it first came out. But me specifically, I didn't have any problems at all. I didn't have any problems at all. And I also got the red anodized body clips as well. So that is my build for this week. This is the Armor Fire Team 6S, but mine is 8S Armor Fire Team. And this thing is a beast, y'all. So there it is, man. T2, Terminator 2, baby. We'll go back. I should have bigged myself up. I don't even know why I didn't do that.
Yo, so how much you say you take for that again?
There we go. No, sir. I won't say
how much?
Nathaniel.
What you want for that? What's the ticket?
No ticket on this one, bro.
500, 600,
800. Nah.
All right.
Go up one more time, then. Yeah, you
900.
can get it. 1,000. You got it, bro. It's yours. Just like you said. $1,000. Pow. There you go. Because I can build me another one and save me some money. Well, no, it'll be the same, bro. If I build another way, probably be over $1,000.
And I gotta get that body too. I gotta get that body up off you too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send it just like that. I'm gonna send it just like it is for a stack, bro. Better believe that. I'm gonna send it just like it is for a stack.
I just wanted to see if you really would, if you had a number, you would let it go for. I wanted to see if you was really about that life. So you sell out for 1,000. All right, I got you.
I'm definitely about that life, brother. You know what I'm saying? All of them, for the right ticket, anything in here can go for the right ticket.
You got something over there that you ain't never gonna give up, though. I know you do. What is it?
To be honest, Jay Mitch, I don't.
5B? You gonna let go of the 5B?
Hell yeah, for the right ticket.
You put a number on the 5B?
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for the. You're gonna have to pay for the 5B, bro. You're gonna have to pay. I'm talking about you're gonna have to pay something astronomical.
I say you don't got nothing that you just out. Even if you could replace it, you ain't letting it go.
Nah, I don't think I got nothing that even if I could replace it, that I would not let go.
Gotcha.
I don't think I have not one.
Okay. Just gotta see.
So I don't believe you'll let that trophy truck go. That cracking trophy truck.
Give me 2 bands. You can get it.
Let it go for the 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's rich groceries. It's chicken poultry. I'll let it go for 2. I sure will. And I come back with about 5, 6 articles.
Rather, they said they don't think you're gonna let go of the Smith Master.
Oh, who said that? They didn't tell you the truth. They did not tell you the truth on that.
They said you're keeping the Smith Master.
Boy, they did not tell you the truth. And you ain't even got
to know me.
Break your leg price.
He said he let the Smith Master go for the low.
Rather you let go of the Smith Master? Come on, man.
Yeah, let it go.
You master the Smiths, man. What you talking about?
Yeah, I let that go. I just gotta be in a position to make another move. Like I wouldn't let it go for no stack. Like I gotta be in a position to make another move for something else.
What you got over there that you ain't never selling, Rattle?
Probably my Vector.
Oh, Vector.
Yeah, I probably won't ever say that.
See, you should have did that. I don't ever think I remember seeing you Vector.
Yeah, just got it.
Oh,
but I had it as a background picture.
Okay.
Yeah, I had it as a background picture. 2 lives ago.
All right, next week you up. I need to see that. You doing anything to it?
I took it out of the box and I put the clipless body pins on it.
Okay.
Hey, that's enough. That's enough, bro. You gotta go do it, bro. You up next week.
Dude, y'all gonna be like, that's all you got? That's all you did? Yep, that's it. That is it.
I had these body clips, right? I just knew I had to try them out. You know what I mean?
Right. Man, because I don't understand why they did the body like that for the electric, knowing that you got to take the batteries out every time you run the car. They should have just came with the clips,
Mm.
you know, the body pins.
That made yeah. But when they made an electric version, they should have thought about that, man, because it's hell, like just like that TT, man. You got to take all them damn screws off, man. Like who finna be doing this? The way the cage set up, it's hard as hell to stick your hand through that cage and put those batteries in, bro. It's hard as hell to do that. So it's like, why did y'all not put the clipless stuff on here from the start? That's
Out the
crazy.
gate. And then you can order this. This is even funnier when you order the body clips or the conversion kit. For people who don't know, it's got 2 sets of screws for the top. I mean, 1 set for the top, 1 set for the bottom. You got to buy both sets separately. They don't just sell it all together. So it's like, well, golly, had I known that, I would have ordered them all together.
At the same time.
But they used to though, Rattle. They did used to sell the whole thing because the one I got for my Vector, it had all of them in it.
Really?
It even had extras. Remember, I was telling you I looked at my bag and I found the extra ones, and that's what I put on the TT.
Right.
It even had extra ones. It had all of I had the little things where you that hold the clip, the little wires. It had all the extra ones. It had everything in there, bro. But this last one that I got, it only got freaking 2, just like you just said.
They going cheap nowadays. I guess they got to cut costs.
It's only 2.
Yep. That's it.
It's only freaking 2 of them.
I guess they say they cutting costs.
Well, what's her name on Vector now, right? And it like Mad Max?
Taylor. I love Taylor.
Taylor,
Taylor, and I saw a little thing where they building some more. They getting some more ready. So
yeah, I seen that post. I seen that
folks
post.
who want one, get your money right quick, because they're
Better
gonna
have
be
your
gone
hand.
quick.
Yes, sir. You better have your hand on speed touch, and they're gonna be gone. And they what 2,700 for the 12S one.
And when you bought the 12S one, did they include the mechanical brake setup with it too, or no? Oh, I know they give you that little whack remote for all that money.
Boy.
They don't even give you the remote.
They don't have no remote.
Yours didn't have a remote. Mine did.
That joint so little, he might have missed it because you see that remote is like the one that come with the Mini B. That's what it is. Literally what it is. It's garbage.
Yeah, it's trash, bro. It's horrible.
Look, I wasn't even pressed. I was just like, I got it. That was it. 2 years.
All right, here go the one. Here go the one with the Max 4 right here, bro. So yeah, everybody won't think we capping when we say them bad boys high as hell.
Just send me the brushless roller. I'm gonna do my own thing. I wonder if you even save any money with the brushless roller.
You see it, $23.99 for the Max 4 one.
Late April, and so that means they got them.
Oh, and see this one right here. So Rattle, yours came with the 560.
Yep.
See, mine didn't come with the 560. Mine came with a Max 4, but mine came with a Leopard. My TT, it came with a Leopard. It didn't come with a
Was the 560 out yet?
Oh wait, go back.
Yeah. Oh shit, hold on.
No. Yeah, no, I got the Leopard. I got a Leopard in there.
Your motor red?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you got the Leopard. This new one would come with the 560.
Oh, that's right.
You trying to get rid of them joints any way they can, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Give them away.
Hey man, shut up.
Electrical.
See, this one I got. Mine didn't come with the 560. It came with that red ass Leopard motor.
You paid $2,400. Did they smack you with the shipping too, or no?
Nope. I didn't pay that at all. I didn't pay nothing for mine. Well, I paid another car for it.
Okay.
Look, yeah, you got that 560. You got to wake it up. Get you a Mad Max 21. Run it on 16 there, and report back.
That's what I wanted. I want to see somebody running on 16s, man.
Send me the ESC. I'll run it on 16 that's for you,
That's
bro.
what I want to see
Oh,
it.
In my
man, you
5T.
Daddy Warbucks, man. Come on.
Yeah, you got it.
You got Warbucks over there. I ain't got nothing. I can't afford
Yeah.
nothing. You hear me
Yeah.
complain about every price on here. It's $225. That's too much money.
He said, what about the Big Rock versus the fire team? Two different driving experiences, bro. To me, it's two different driving experiences. The Big Rock drive more like a truck. The fire team is more like it's a lower center of gravity,
Buggy.
so
They
it
call it a buggy.
hugs. Yeah, it hugs a little bit better. It hugs the ground a little bit better than the Big Rock does. Both beasts of trucks though. But yeah, fire team a little drives a little bit better. But with that ground clearance, that Big Rock jumps really good until you bust the pillow all out like mine did. Bust the pillow ball out, you gotta it's over with. Every time you jump, it's gonna come out. Boom. Every time.
You hub
Yeah, I got metal ones on the way. I got a set of blue metal ones on the way.
on the
That
way,
might be
go.
my next build video. The next time when my turn come back around to do a build, I might show my Big Rock. Hmm.
Over there doing
Yes,
the dishes
sir.
for the wife get home, so I don't get chewed out.
Oh, you gonna get chewed out?
Yeah, I gotta do these dishes real quick. You know what I mean? Gotta make sure.
Uh,
Do them
I gotta make sure
chores.
that. Yeah, I gotta make sure the TV off, the dishes done, and I'm in bed before she get home.
That's your
you
bedtime.
don't feel bad, bro. I was on dish duty too, right before the live. I came back here. I had like 15 minutes left.
Yeah,
Dish duty, brother.
she came in before she left. Make sure them dishes done before I come home. All
Yeah.
right, whatever, nigga. I didn't say it with my chest. I'll let you know that now.
Mm. What paper? What said? Jay said what? It before.
Yo, you talking about when I
Oh,
was asking you about your
yeah,
fire
the
team.
price. Yeah.
So I was like, I don't believe you gonna put a number on it. He's like, this one gonna be in my collection forever. Yeah, put a number on it.
Yeah, I say that a lot, man. But yeah, the right number, bro. I ain't gonna count, bro. Like especially if I can get a number to where I can go get something just as big or just as good, and something else. The number, right, man. It'll the hardest car would be for me to sell. The hardest two, I would say, would be this new TT and my 5B. Those would be the hardest two to sell. That's just because I know it wouldn't be an easy get back for neither one of those cars.
That's how I feel
It
about
wouldn't be.
my little LST. I got parts in there they don't manufacture in 20 years. So it's like, yeah, I'm not getting rid of that because I'll never be able to replicate the stuff that's on it.
Hmm. Hmm. And at 5B, I know if I get another one, I'm gonna pay an arm and a leg. Like whatever I sell it for, that's why I say it would be an astronomical price because if I only sell it for, let's just say I wanted to sell it for 2,500, I'm gonna spend that on another one, and then I still got to put all the stuff back in it. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? I still got to change the motor. I got to find the motor mount. I got to put an ESC in a motor in a. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I'm done with it, shit, I'm gonna be done spent more than me selling it. You know what I'm saying? But any of this other stuff that I know I can get back again easy, yeah, you can get it, and it ain't gonna be no crazy price. It's gonna be a little higher than what it would be if you bought it new, but it ain't gonna be nothing crazy. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
give you the
agree.
terrace price.
It's
Wow.
almost easier for me to put a number on stuff if you in front of me. You know what I mean? Like people be like, "Oh, what you got for sale?" I'll be like, "I don't know." Like I gotta look at it, I gotta touch it, then I can figure out something. But also, it's like, do you really want it? You know what I mean? Like, so you got some money? You showing me some money or what? Like, what we doing?
And speaking of that, Rob said he wanted to get with you from your conversation y'all had the other day. He was trying to get at you earlier, but I didn't get a chance to call you.
Yeah,
You
well,
said
you
what
know,
now?
My man Rob is trying to get with Jay about some stuff we talked about
Oh
on
yeah, that
Friday.
thing. Yeah, I've been trying to get rid of that for a minute.
What, you trying to get rid of your SR7?
SR7, I wouldn't miss it, but I actually do like it.
Mm.
I could put a number on that. But
so let me ask you this then, Jay, man. If you had to pick the SR7 or an infraction,
what am I doing?
course racing, which one would you pick?
For course racing, infraction. But for bashing, in general hoonage, I'm going SR7.
Yeah.
SR7 is like, oh my God. It's a fun little thing. And I see people race them. I seen people speed run them.
Mm-hmm.
But like, when I see that SR7, I'm thinking like Ken Block. What's Ken Block doing? That's how my shit is set up. My shit is set up to do that.
Yeah.
It's not set up to,
drift.
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not set up to go around the course and race people. It's set up to be an overpowered drift car to do whatever you want to do power wise.
Good Lord tires.
Yeah. Last time I looked, I had like 12 sets of felony tires just for this damn drift car. Like and I won't sell them because I'm like, if once I start drifting, I'm just going. That's all I'm gonna want to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
UERC said an SR7 track and bash.
Yep.
That's dope.
We bashing, baby. With a little put the gyro on that thing. Oh my rattle. I'm trying. You got SR7 rattle? Man, you get an SR7. I know you're a infraction guy, but you just want to thrash. You get an SR7 with a gyro and an overpowered system, dude. Oh my God. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something crazy. And once you know how to put it where you want to put it, it'd be like you on one of them. It's like you on Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift with that junk. Like seriously, dog. Because it's just
Is that
flat.
the only 7 skills you have though?
Huh?
Is that the only 7 skills you got, Red? Or was armor?
Yeah. Yeah. Because when I realized that I like 7 scales, I couldn't find a Habao. Like the VTE, I couldn't find one of them. Then when the SR7 came out, I was just like, I didn't want to spend that kind of money on that when it first came out.
Yeah,
and then they did the recall, and I was like, what? Now that they got it as a roller, I'm like, okay, it's back on my hit list. So it's up next.
And it's still stuff you got to get for it. And the factory hop ups, they not cheap.
Yeah.
Like they got upgraded factory carbon fiber infused like chassis braces or whatever that thing is in the middle. Them Jones is a couple $. It's just plastic. Like, man.
Associated for you.
Yeah, steering link. You gotta do the servo link. You gotta do the hubs. Like, and you'd be like, I don't even want to do this.
Well, think about it though. Most factory hop ups are expensive as ever in most brands.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes, sir. GA Moses, he still bang vice versa to this day. You can't say vice versa, man. You gotta call it what it is, GA Moses. You gotta call it like Pastor Troy called it. He called it vice versa. Vice versa. Yes, sir. That was my joint too, though. But old Pastor Troy. It's a had mine rolling on the track. Yeah, I seen UDR was one of the first videos I seen somebody race it.
Yeah.
UDRC video. It was the first video I actually seen somebody go and race it. The SR7. He said get the hub upgrade.
Yep.
The hubs upgrade.
Yeah, they could have had a nice car, man. They could have. The whole rollout was wrong, man. What they did to that car.
So what you think the downfall of that car was the motor? I mean the ESC?
I don't think that's the only downfall. I think for the price, the drivetrain could have been beefier for sure.
What was the price when it first came out? 7 something, running.
Like $769, something stupid. Yeah.
And then they end up selling the rollers for what? Four something.
400 change. And the motor wasn't bad. The motor wasn't bad, and the ESC would have been nice in a different car, just not in a 7 scale. Who told y'all to do that? What nitro guy told y'all to put?
Speaking of undersized motors and cars, did you see Discipline RC? And he ran those 775 brush motors in that infraction.
I saw it did pop up in my view, but I didn't watch the video.
Oh yeah, he put some like DeWalt brush motors in there with like a 60 amp ESC or whatever, and they kept smoking the motors like soon you go down the road. He run them on 6S too.
Oh wow.
Was they fast?
They got 34 miles an hour.
Oh, okay.
You said 34?
It took
34. I think it was 32, then it was like 38. It was like 34, 38, 32. Wasn't that in the 40s or nothing.
No way.
But he had it overgeared though. That was the problem. He had like 27, 34 or something like that on it. He even said it like it's way overgeared. But I'm gonna roll with it anyway.
I say, rattle, treat yourself and get yourself if you can find one for cheap, man, get you an SR7 roller.
There ain't no cheap ones out there. It's coming straight from the store.
That's the way I would get it. Buy the roller, maybe get a clear body. The bodies, like the Mustang body, you can get them Jones clear. They are freaking nice bodies, really nice bodies.
How'd you let yours go, John?
Huh?
Heard you was letting yours go.
I would put a number on it, but it wouldn't be cheap because I kind of like it, but I wouldn't per se miss it. Yeah, send me that Smith Master. Come on. Send me the Smith Master, man. You can even keep your little hobby wing junk in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the ESC servo needs upgraded.
Servo was, man, like, why would you do like this? It's like they built the car from the outside in. How can we make this cost effective and get this licensing? We make it look like the real Ken Block, but underneath, it's the weakest 10 scale GT, so red cat underneath. You know what I mean? Like, it just, man, it's a shame.
Yeah, but they dropped the ball on that. I think it will hurt them too if they try to come out with another one.
If they built it like with an infraction underneath, that car would probably be like $1,000, $1,100, $1,200. Feel it that way.
I like that. The car that's overseas too.
GD Racing?
The EO7.
The what car you say?
The EO7. ZD Racing EO7.
Nah, it's
Oh no, he's talking about the FS Racing. That one that looked like a Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh, the blue and red one.
Yeah,
yeah, they got a blue one, a red one, and a yellow one.
Ted, what was that car we was talking about the other day? That 7 scale.
What, the EGX one?
Yeah, what you think about that, Rowdy? You ever seen one of them?
What is that?
You gotta get it from Cardinal.
The Harm. It's 8 scale though.
It's 8. I thought it was 7 scale. 8 scale.
That's 8 scale.
Okay.
It's GT. 808.
Look, I ain't gotta look for it then.
Man, 808s are fun.
Yeah. I actually built me an 8 scale.
The hell is this? Have y'all ever seen this before, bro? Hold on. Tell me if y'all ever seen this before.
What the hell is that? It's probably like
It's an FS Racing.
it's probably like a Rovan clone or something.
It looked like a 2-wheel drive.
Or 5th scale.
That's 5th scale.
5th scale.
It's like a 2-wheel drive because I don't see no drive shafts in the front.
That's FG. That's a martyr. Look at those front A arms. That's FG all day.
So it's a clone, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, it might not be the clone. It might be the tariff version. Tariff edition.
It might be shit.
That's another thing too that kind of is weird nowadays is that the British pound is so close to what the dollar is. Remember before it was like damn near 2-1.
That's right. And so now, if anybody looking for an MGM setup, be a good time to get one.
It definitely is.
Be a good time to get an MGM setup and save yourself a couple hundo.
I was looking on Scorch Site. I was like, hold on, these parts just be way more expensive.
So this the one Rattle talking about right here.
Yeah, they were selling them on Hobby King, right? They had them on sale at Hobby King a couple of months ago.
Yes, don't say that now. 451.
How much?
They
451.
Right.
That go back to the same thing. Like, where you getting parts for that thing at?
Yeah, the parts availability is no bueno.
And it reminds you, the inside of it reminds you more of the SO7 than an infraction.
Mm-hmm.
You see it? It reminds you of the SO7. Look at that. That is very SO7-ish. All the way to the motor mount right there. And the way they got these plastic things on the side.
But the majority of the chassis is plastic. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a decent car. I mean, you never know until you get one to see, but
that's one of them cars they gotta ship the spare parts with it. I'd be like, y'all better throw all the plastic stuff.
I mean, you just buy 2 of them at one time.
Yeah. Give me throwing a couple discs for me.
Right. Order it all one time and go from there.
I mean, yeah, definitely if you buy it at one shot, the shipping is going to be one time. You got to deal with all the extra shipping costs. You have every part you need. But if you break it more than twice, then
Look, at that point, send it to J Mitch. He'll take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it right to the dumpster.
Hey, I wonder if they they got it in a lot of colors too, bro. That car, they got it in a shiny looking color. Like a graphics paint like color. I wonder did they drop? Nope, they didn't drop the price on this one. This is still $800, bro. Check it out.
The shimmerer. It shimmers.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Yeah, it's like real Madonna-ish. Remember we was looking at this one? This one that looked like the Mojave, and it was like $800 damn dollars.
Oh yeah. They dropped the price on it?
Nope. It says $889.
I ain't see no YouTube videos after that.
Yep. Buddy the only one got one.
A lot of cars like that, though.
It looks solid, but no.
A lot of cars like that, though, they come and have a real good hype for like a week, and after that, you don't hear nothing about them no more. Nobody really do no more damage with them.
Why the internet always got to take you into this freaking wormhole? Be like, man, come on, bro. I wasn't even looking at that, bro.
You know they try to keep you on there, try to run out the ad traffic through you and get that revenue.
Be like, bro, I wasn't even going that far.
Champion say he got all them cars.
Yeah, he got a yellow one. Champion got a yellow one.
Mm-hmm.
Champion got a lot of cars, man. He's more of a collector.
Yeah.
He's a collector. There you go. Look at that paint job. You see that? Hold on. That shit look good. Let me get it the way y'all can see it. It look good.
Champ, how many cars you got? I know you was still in the chat. How many cars you got?
A warehouse.
Yeah. Probably.
He literally has a warehouse, bro. Yeah. That look good right there, boy.
Yep.
That look damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to the red one. It's a yellow one too. I know Champion got a yellow.
AliExpress. What have y'all ever ordered a car off of AliExpress?
Doc been talking about AliExpress the last couple of weeks, man. What he was talking about? Yeah, it was the AliExpress or Bang.
No
Good.
part. Yeah, Ali. I think Ali, but he hadn't ordered a car from them yet.
I haven't ordered a car, but parts. So yeah, I definitely ordered parts.
I've ordered parts. I think I ordered a Surpass motor from there too. From them, ordered a few things from them. And I
It
think
comes
one
pretty
of the
quick
things
too.
I had to return. Yeah.
It comes pretty quick too.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on where the seller's at. Sometimes they stateside. They might not even be over the across the water anywhere.
Yeah, that's what Doc was saying. He was like, you can get a U.S. shipped from the U.S. or something to that effect, or U.S. distributor or something. Which means it's coming from here.
My only thing is, I just wouldn't put my credit card directly in there. I might use a PayPal, or you know what I mean,
Oh
one of
yeah.
these things in the middle, or like a real credit card, not like my debit card, but like American Express or something that I could, you know,
some protection,
some kind of protection. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Put the Cash App card in there. Shout out to Cash App for getting me straightened out finally after like
They ain't got me straight. Damn Cash App.
They messed you up too.
They won't let me send no money. They always keep telling me to enter my card number back in there, and I'm not doing that because if you send me money right now, I can hit cash out and it'll go right to my account. So why in the hell I gotta put my card number back in when I'm sending somebody money? No, I ain't messing with cash out, bro.
You might have to call them. But
I
that
might do.
they
'Cause I
gonna
damn
call
sure
you
ain't
and read
messing
the
with money.
same script. There's another tier of the help desk that's helping you out. Like they told me that shit for 6 weeks. And then I finally went on Reddit and I found a thread in Reddit and I had responded to the person in Reddit, and then like 3 days later I was straight.
Oh, Champion say y'all tripping, those cars run better out the box than any Armor or Traxxas. Then he says
Hey,
they're not advertising those cars as much because they're built overseas, shipped out through China, so they're taking them off the market for the U.S.
yeah, but see, we can't speak on that champion because we don't have them. And it'd be different if we had them and we were saying that one drive better than the other, but we don't have them. So the only thing we have to look at is the SR7 and the infraction. That's all we have. We ain't had none of those cars before. I would like to try one, but I can't tell you what it run like, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, man. We at 12:06, man. We're gonna wrap this one up, bro. I got a long week ahead of me, brothers. So yeah, we're gonna go around the bend. We're gonna start at the bottom with my brother J Mitch.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna say thank y'all for everything. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us tonight, man. It's been a pleasure as always. And continue to like and subscribe to everybody on this channel. And I hope y'all have a great RC week. And I'll holler at y'all. Be good.
My brother Teddy P.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Mother's Day is coming up this weekend, so make sure y'all get your gifts together because you don't want to get chewed out by your lady, your mom, your aunt, whoever. Have a good work week, and we'll catch y'all next week.
My brother Radic 3000.
Yeah, public service announcement. Gentlemen, make sure y'all go get your physicals, get checked out. We appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all have a great week.
All right, y'all, man. We appreciate y'all coming to rock out for us, man. For everybody coming in late, wipe your feet before you come into my house. Smash the thumbs up button. It is absolutely, positively free. Get the likes up, man. But we appreciate y'all, man. Hope y'all come back next week. Same place, same time. This week, I'm trying to dedicate another week of videos every day. It's gonna be tougher this week because we had rain. I wasn't able to drive this weekend, but hopefully we can get a video up every single day. And y'all already know that we got that glow. And we're going to catch y'all on the next one in a minute.